And got a bunch of beautiful ladies tonight. Let's go. And we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Purple Pod, episode 52, number one show in the world for dating. Started right here in Dallas, Texas. Please make sure to like the video on y'all's way in. Subscribe, follow the podcast, Instagram, turn on your notification bell. We're now live on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, and YouTube all at the same time. Go follow, go sign up for my new coaching if you're a guy that needs personal help. If you want to show some support, you can go to our new Patreon and support that way, or you can become a YouTube member. If you become a YouTube member, you can get some really cool emojis for the live show. Also, check out the merch store if you want to see some of the shirts, or on all audio platforms if you want to listen that way, guys. Don't listen at work, or else you'll probably get fired. Make sure to add the Instagram though. Right now, I got all these ladies tagged right now in the story, so then whenever they get off the show, they can have some really nice messages. I hope from y'all. No mean ones. I saw some mean ones a couple weeks ago. That was fucked up, guys. But yeah, anybody that needs media marketing help right now, I'm doing a media marketing package for anybody that's trying to grow a YouTube channel or business, pages, Instagram, anything. I can automatically post across 7 different platforms. Just hit me up if you're interested in anything like that. Sorry, only $500 a month for 6 videos getting posted a day, which is like way cheaper than everybody else on the market. So yeah, just hit me up for that. And shout out to Donnie's Night. Thank you so much for producing, bro. And yep, well, I got a really beautiful panel mixed with we got one girl that's never came, then we got 3 return guest guys, because you know how we got to bring the girls back, see how everything's been going for them. To start off tonight, we'll start on this side and just do your name, your age, your education level, what you do for work. Are you single or in a relationship now? How's it going?
I'm Grace Joy. I am 20. I am a senior in college now. Not really doing.
Where your grades at? You got straight fucking filthy.
Wait a minute.
Nothing for work right now, and I am single, but I am dating.
You are?
Yes.
Any guys like getting into like the actual prospect area? Like they're like kind of worth it?
Oh yeah.
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 Like.
Oh, say less.
What about you? Give me your name, your age, education level, what you do for work, your relationship status.
My name is Des, but everybody calls me Storm. I am 30. I just turned 30, so that's
damn
so crazy to say. Like,
Lord.
anyways, forever 21.
Yeah.
I am an entrepreneur, and I also do bottle service. And then I graduated high school. I went to college for visual merchandising, but I didn't graduate because YouTube University.
Yeah.
Sure.
Period.
For real. No, for real. Like, yeah, fuck school.
And
So-
I am single.
Okay.
When you say entrepreneur, what do you do exactly?
I have a clothing boutique, and
Talk a little closer.
I have a clothing boutique, and then I do a lot of things. Like I cook, I make clothes, I stream.
Shit, you're a trap queen.
I just have a lot of different income streams. So
You're
we
just
just call
trying-
it entrepreneur.
Trying to do all of it.
Yes.
Yeah. But not an entrepreneur. What about you? What's your name, age, education level, what you do for work, relationship status? Thank you for coming back. She's our return guest that's came the most by far.
Oh, yay. My name's Branty. I am 31. I'm a bartender, and I'm single.
Okay. What about you?
Hey y'all, my name is Charlene. I'm 21. I am now a senior in college at the University of North Texas, and I'm dating, and I'm very serious about him as well.
Very, very, very serious about them. For the 2 that are like dating, like how old are these? I'm just personally just curious. How old is he? Or like some of the guys, like I just want to know like what age range they are. Just curious, really.
Definitely 22 to 25.
22, 25?
Yeah.
Okay, so around your age though. Because how old are you?
20.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, perfect. What about you?
He's 24.
24. And how old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Yeah. Okay. So young. Let me just go ahead and read this first super chat. Don Juan, what's up, bro? Serge, our pillar banned me for telling the truth about MLD after he got smacked in Valuetainment. MLD can hold frame, plus his inner game isn't good. Yeah, man, that was really, really bad. Bad look. It kind of looked like he got set up almost. Like at the very end of the show, he got fucking hit from all sides pretty hard there. I feel bad for the guy. I hope he's okay. But yeah, I don't know if he's gonna walk back the statement that he made. Like Sauce was talking about at the end of the show. I wonder if he's gonna walk that back or not. Like that's gonna be a big thing to see if he ends up doing that or not. Um, Let me see. To start off tonight with the questions, I wanted to start more talking about what is like first date, things that happen on the first date. I wanted to know, do y'all kiss on the first date? First off, would you kiss a guy on the first date?
Yeah, I would kiss a guy on the first date. Nothing too serious though.
Nothing like not like tongue or anything. It's just like a little peck just to like show,
Yeah, or maybe like a, but not too much.
but not too much. Like I gotta ask, have you ever like tried to do that? And the guy kind of like takes it a little too like he wants to kiss, but he wants it to go further, so like he kind of like pushes a little too much.
Yeah, and I end up like
Yeah,
having
be
to
like,
calm
hold
it
on,
down.
hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah.
I'm really curious. Like, how do you like? How does the guy feel after that? Like in the next like day or two or a week, like are they kind of pushed off from it? Are you pushed off from it because
Hopefully
they
they're
wanted to like
mortified.
try more? Like it's just like a weird barrier to me because it's just like, well, you don't want to piss the girl off, and she's like, oh, he's just a horn dog. Like he was like, that's why he's doing this. But then also it's like, what if the guy's like, well, she's just trying to lead me on, like shit, It's like all she's gonna do is kiss me, But we had this
No.
perfect date, and she says she likes me and all this stuff, but now she like barely kissed, and like at the end of the kiss, she pulled away. It's like I don't know, it's just a really awkward thing. Like, how are you supposed to like do that correctly? I guess.
I mean, I definitely tell him like I would prefer to wait. I don't want to just jump into anything. I would definitely like to explore things, wait before we get into that territory.
Bruh.
But I don't feel awkward about it.
And when should that first kiss be? Like right when he's dropping you off? Like when y'all are at the bar after the first dinner? Like when you're back at the crib? Like when should the first kiss happen?
Probably when it's like ending. Yeah, like when we're about to see each other off or something.
We're about to see each other off.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about you? Like, would you kiss on the first date?
I would accept like a kiss on the cheek, but
What?
I mean like a little peck, yeah.
That's messed
A
up.
little peck.
What?
We're not about to be tonguing it down. Like I'm still trying to get to know you.
Yeah.
Man, this is
Unless I really
crazy.
just like like
you.
you, and I'm like, damn, he's fine. Like, come here.
Yeah. That's why I'm so surprised because I know for certain guys this is bullshit. Like there's
Yeah.
certain guys that
If
they
I'm,
definitely are those guys that they get the kiss on the first time.
Mhm.
Like it has to be. Like I don't know. What about for you? On the first day, you giving a kiss?
Yes, nothing crazy, but yes.
Yes.
If the vibe is right.
If the vibe is right. Okay. What about you?
It's like same thing. If the vibe is right, I'll do it. But it really
Can't
does
just
depend
kiss
on the guy.
everybody.
It really depends on the guy.
I can't lie. I feel like if we're gonna kiss on the first day and see where that leads to, I kind of see where it's going. Like I already know how to categorize you.
Right.
It's not gonna last long.
Based off of the kiss.
Yeah.
Oh no. So
I can
guys need to work on their
No.
first kiss skills pretty good then, huh? But so what about like drinking on the first date? Like would you say that like you want to take it like really slow and like not drink as much on the first date to make sure that your discernment skills are the best and stuff? Or like is it kind of like another one of those things where if the guy's kind of like super sexy, it's like fuck it, I'm gonna drink and have my fun tonight, do y'all choose like how much y'all drink, like how you discern that on the first date?
I don't drink too much. I think you should definitely have like a conscious mind and still be level headed throughout the date. Yeah, maybe like margarita or so. If you go to a bar, a couple of shots, not too much though.
But not going too far.
Yeah.
But what if it's like a super
Another
sexy
one.
guy? What if he's just like the hottest guy ever? Like you gonna like have fun,
I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna like, oh, I can't spit. I'm gonna, I'm gonna get my confidence shot in.
You might have 3 or 4 drinks instead of just one with him. I see. It's
Wait.
so easy to peer pressure the girls when they're really down for you guys. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. What about you though? What are you gonna like? How do you choose drinking on the first date?
I would do like a margarita, like she said, or like a lemon drop. But I don't think I would do shots because
You don't want to get messed up.
personally, when I drink, I talk way too much, and I don't want to give that person too much of me, especially if it's the first date. Like,
Shut up, bitch!
I'm gonna take it slow, and I want to I don't want him to get super drunk as well because I want to see like the real you. Like we need to see the real.
Oh, dude, it just looks so bad getting too drunk on a first date. Like on either
That's
either side.
embarrassing.
It's the guy or the woman. If the woman's doing it, it's like you have mental health issues. I feel like I feel like you like girl, you need a therapist, not a date. You know what I'm saying? Like I really think that happens a lot actually.
What's that one song T-Pain? If I have one more drink.
Wait, is that a T-Pain song?
Wait, is it T-Pain? I think it's T-Pain and Ludacris.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't.
So what if him drinking and getting drunk is the real him? You know, what if
See,
See, that's what I was about to
Then
say. I was about to
we
say
don't-
people's real self sometimes come out when they're drinking.
Absolutely.
That's true.
So
That's true.
yeah, I agree with you on that
Okay,
one,
we'll
Donnie.
see.
I do too.
Yeah.
It could be a drink date. Like if we're going to get drinks, then yeah. But if
Yeah.
it's like
Know your
the
limits.
second time, maybe the second or third date, but
It's-
not the first one.
It looks bad. It's probably a bad look on the first date. It's like I guess I'm gonna have to Uber home from our first date. You know?
And then
Uh,
they go back awkward.
Yeah,
I would say
that's super awkward.
something very, very mild, like maybe one drink at dinner.
Just one drink at
Yeah.
dinner.
I mean, especially if you've never met the person before, you know?
Yeah, you never know. It's
Yeah.
just being safe at that point.
Yeah.
What about you on this one?
I honestly don't drink on the first date because I honestly just want to see the real him. And if to answer that question, if he needs to drink to show his real self, I don't think he's the guy for me. I'm a generally like lighthearted, fun person without alcohol,
Yeah.
like weed, whatever. So I don't think I need that. And I kind of want a man to reciprocate that energy.
What if it's the nervousness thing? You know how like a lot of people get nervous on a date and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Like, what if
Confidence.
it's like an
And they drink
accident?
and they don't
Like,
have
I just
anxiety
feel like
anymore.
I've accidentally drank a little bit too much sometimes because like I'm nervous or like
Right.
there's even the girl. Like I feel like the girls sometimes like you're just kind of turned on by the guy or you like him and you're like, you know what? I'm really feeling weird right now. I'm just gonna drink a little extra so I stop feeling like weird and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like maybe you drink more with the people who you kind of like more, or like you're kind of
Yeah.
turned on by more, and we're just doing that just to ease the nervousness from it. Alcohol is such a bad thing for us guys. Holy
It
shit!
really is.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I
Donnie?
had a question for you, Sergio.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as the girls mentioned, like they wouldn't even, let's say they'll give a guy a chance to give him a peck on the cheek, right?
Mhm.
It just depends on how they feel about the guy. Do you have any advice for the men out there, like that are actually taking girls out that really don't see them like that long-term future, like they have no kind of, not necessarily burning genuine desire, but they lack that desire for that man,
Yeah. I mean, it's
which
all
could be like a waste of time for the man.
yeah, it's all reciprocation. If you're not getting anything in reciprocation, then it's a total waste of your time as a guy. Like some of you are saying, you know, maybe not on the first date, but like I would tell a guy if you don't get a kiss by the second date, no, like you're not getting reciprocated any type of value at all. Especially if you're a provider type of man, you know, paying for the dinner and doing all the correct manly things, like all the masculine shit. That yeah, dude. Second date, you're not gonna kiss. You're fucking out of there, man. Even for me, for me personally, first date, I'm not gonna fucking deal with it. But for the average guy, definitely most average guys, by the second date, they shouldn't deal with that shit at all. Honestly, I would say that any guy that y'all don't let kiss you on by the second or third date, he's just a beta that's here to pay for dinners. That's like you're using them for attention, and y'all laugh because y'all have those
No,
guys in your life. I
have
know.
none
Yeah.
of
No, I'm
those.
laughing because I actually do like him.
You do like them?
Yeah.
Do you think about your boyfriend now, or
Like one of the guys that
Boyfriend.
like you're talking to? Is this one of the guys that like you're talking to?
yeah? That's
Okay,
but I
well
mean,
here, let's just peel some layers back real quick. Let's
She
like
said that extra happily.
I want to investigate.
Big
I want
smiles.
to investigate a little bit. How tall is he?
He's 6'2".
How much does he weigh? Like is he a built guy? Like is he like gym guy or not?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He got muscle on him,
He got muscle on him. But why are you laughing? What is he overweight?
yeah. No.
What?
No.
Elated.
No.
Okay. So, but like, what? Like, why do you not want to kiss him? Like, it sounds like a perfect dude. 6'2", he has muscles. Like, why did you not want to kiss him?
There's nothing like
Bad breath.
no.
I was thinking that.
No, there's nothing like that's keeping me from not kissing him.
Has he tried to
I
kiss
don't
you?
know. He definitely has asked about it, but just
He
because of
asked
the
about
situ-
it. He
because of
didn't
the-
try to
wait,
do it.
I mean, wait, because of the situation, he's being respectful because of the situation that I just got out of.
Where's the damn sound?
He's,
You
he's not.
I got
being-
you.
you
Damn.
even asked about it. It has been almost 3 months, and I'm still trying to like navigate that.
Hell
Like I like him, but I don't want to like
How many dates has he taken you on?
2, 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not
Not
gonna
bad.
roast him too hard. I was about to go in, but no, like,
No,
three's
he's
not
being
too bad.
respectful.
He's being respectful. I mean,
I think respectful.
like, like, do you think he's talking to other girls? Like, does he have other dates? Does he tell you he has other girls that he's talking to you? Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, Pat Snake. Doesn't make sense. A 6'2" beta male? That's sad.
Oh my, no, he's not.
He's
He
a
could,
beta.
he could definitely take care of me if he wanted to.
Oh, I'm not saying that a guy can't be a beta provider. You could definitely be a beta provider. You could definitely be a beta and still provide for somebody. Like, that's
No
still
way.
definitely a thing. No, it's definitely a thing. And like, you gotta understand an alpha. Like, we're gonna look at like what if we're just gonna like categorize men as alpha and betas. A guy could be an alpha and be broke and have no money. Like, look at Martin Luther King Jr. Look at Gandhi. Those guys still had women, like multiple options of women, even though they weren't some rich ass guys or anything like that. Sometimes, you could be a spiritual leader and still have that type of pull. Like, value really comes from a different place. In my
you don't want to
opinion.
roast him, but I got something for him.
The fuck wrong with you?
Poor guy.
No.
I just really hope he knows his value. Maybe he does. I mean, I'm not saying that like he doesn't know his value, but I am saying that like most guys who take girls on multiple dates though, and like they're not getting kissed or anything like that, and they're okay with it, it's because they don't have that many options. Now, he sounds like a guy that should have lots of options. If he's 6'2" and he has a good body, he should have plenty of options.
He is talking to people. He just says that he's not really.
Interested in them.
Yeah.
See, I will say that there is like a huge issue for most men today that they can't find quality women. So if you're a quality woman to him, like if you have a lot of traits that he's like, oh, I like this a lot about her, like you're really feminine or something like that, he might jump through some fucking hoops for that because every other girl from online dating and like all the other sources that he's gone through are fucking horrible women. No, I definitely agree that there's like that situation really bad right now. What question were we on? Or no, we had already answered that one. The next one. What makes a guy's Instagram better for dating, would you say? Actually, we'll start on your side this time. Like what's something that you see on a guy's Instagram and you're like, that's a really good thing. I definitely want to go on a date with him now because of seeing that. Like, he's an interesting man. He's not a loser, whatever it is.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it when a guy has a lot of followers on Instagram. I don't know.
Same.
Who are those followers? Who are they
He's-
following?
He's for-
He's like for the streets in a different way. Like,
Yeah.
he's for the social streets.
Subliminally for the
Yeah.
street.
I don't like a man with any social media.
Any social
I mean,
media?
he can
Love
have
social media.
it,
Yeah, he can have it.
but I feel like I don't know. I don't like men with social media.
You know what's crazy is like I like teach. I like teach. Like, I coach guys a lot, and in the sphere that I coach, every other coach heavily teaches dating apps, how to use Instagram, how to make your Instagram where women would want to talk to you, like just respond to your DMs and stuff. Like, that's literally 99% of the industry. Like, literally 99, and I'm the only one that coaches and says you can do it without the Instagram. And it's because I got tons of guys. I know tons of people who do it without the social media, and it's because what these guys fucking forget is mystery is everything.
Yeah.
And if you don't give out your card, if you don't show your cards, it's way easier to get women, actually. And it's okay. Like, don't get me wrong. Some of these guys are building amazing Instagrams and they're making themselves look like borderline fucking models on there. Yeah, you're going to get some girls doing that way. But I would argue, are those the type of girls that you want? Like, you're gonna reap what you sow. Like you're gonna get what you give. So if you sit there and you chase those type of girls, or like you're making that type of Instagram, you're kind of gonna get the type of girls that like that type of shit. And I personally don't like those type of girls. I like the type of girls that want a guy who's offline, who lives his life in real life, And I would argue that those are the best type of women too. So like, guys should stop living in the online world chasing these online women because they're not fucking worth it.
And sometimes, like, what people put on the internet may not really be them.
All cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
You
cap.
can be like anybody on the internet. So
Yeah, guys, there was a big TED talk that came out like a week or two ago of this guy who was showing like the future of phones. Like we're not gonna have iPhones, guys. It's gonna be like this thing that's on you, and you just put your hand out, and your phone's just right there on your hand. Like, it's like a projection kind of. And when we get to this point, this is what's going to happen. Everybody watch. We already see it right now. We already see with social media and like all the tech companies and stuff, they're saying how addicted we all are. We see all the studies coming out, how much it's destroying kids' brains right now and shit. It's literally destroying children. And as soon as all the laws start getting passed, all the hard ass shit starts happening, they're gonna start coming out with these things that are gonna put us more back in the real world, but where we still have the technology. And it's gonna be stuff like this, where instead of you pulling a phone out all the time, you're just gonna put your phone out and then you'll call somebody that way or something. It's not gonna be as simple as having a physical thing like a screen on you, because that's what's destroying people. There's going to be a whole resurgence to the real world. Watch, because there's already people doing it right now. There's already kids buying flip phones again and stupid shit, because they're like, it's mostly a fad in Zoomers, but it's going to be a thing because people are tired of the fucking fake shit on the internet. Everybody's tired of it. I know everybody is. Back to the question though, what makes a guy's Instagram better for dating, would you say?
Not having a very, very, very heavy amount of selfies.
Not having a bunch of selfies.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little.
Yeah, selfies are weird even for women. Like, I honestly think a woman with a shit ton of pictures of just literally like a selfie or like a bunch of solo pictures, it's like, you're insecure. Like, I know y'all know which girl I'm talking about that literally have like 50 pictures that are literal a selfie.
It's the exact same pose.
Yes, literally, and like some of them like do the same face on each one of the pictures too. It's really weird, man. I have a girl I went to high school that does this, and I always question like, what is wrong with you? I want to know, like, seriously, what is wrong with you? Because this is just so weird to me. Let me
Same butt kiss, the lips.
Yeah,
looking like somebody's asshole.
$2 from Don Juan. Pass me the flip phones, bro. Yeah, for real. I used to have the what was the one? What was the one that like slid open like this?
The sidekick.
Yeah, the sidekick, bro. That shit was the shit, man. I remember whenever like you couldn't like really have like an audio for your for your ringtone, and I remember I got this one flip phone where I could record whatever audio recorded could be my could be my ringtone, and I love that phone so much because I record all the songs I like. Man, that was horrible times.
Those are great. Those are
the best.
Well,
those are the best times for sure.
I've been on a heavy kick of like 80s and 90s lately, where like I'm like listening and watching nothing but like 80s and 90s movies. And don't get me wrong, like 2000s was great, but like 80s and 90s was really where it was at.
90s music is the best. I love it.
I really hope that the whole fashion world and everything just goes back to that era. But yeah, for you, what do you think is something that makes a guy's Instagram worse?
Worse?
Like if you saw it on his Instagram, you'd be like, I don't think I'm gonna go on a date with this guy.
Straight to the followers. If you're following a bunch of bitches, like, nah, I don't like that.
And then I don't like simping.
I don't like men who post their money. I don't like men.
Oh my God! Stop selling your drugs on social media.
It gives scammers.
It's not cool.
Come through.
It's giving women a reason to like be on some city girl shit. Like, oh, he got money. That. You're attracting what you're posting.
Yeah.
And they complain.
They be saying, "Oh, you're
they
gold
complain
digger."
about gold diggers, but I mean, if you put it out there, that's what I'm gonna hit you up for.
Exactly. It's digital chicken.
Same way with like women who like post their bodies and then they complain like, "Why are
they objectifying me? Why am I so objectified?" Yeah, it's really funny. Like, we live in a really backwards ass world sometimes when you think about stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, the victim mentality just seeps deep into us because like capitalism and like being in America, like, you know how fucking privileged we are? Like, I remember when I was like 14, 15 years old, and this is going to sound really weird, but I was like having an argument with my mom because she was complaining about something, and I was like, there's fucking kids that are starving in Africa, and you're complaining about this right now. Like there's like, and I remember I was young though, and I had this realization. I was like, why the fuck do people complain about shit? Like, why? Like, we're so privileged and lucky as hell. We are so lucky. Like, and I've always had this mentality of just, I hate complaining about stuff because we're so lucky. Like, so privileged. It's ignorant to sit there and act like your life is hard or women are hard to get or something. It's like, no, it's probably your own fault. Like, most people just hate taking accountability for them sucking. What about for you? For Instagram, what could you say a guy should not do to make it better?
Definitely following too many girls that like post half naked pictures.
Yeah,
because they don't look like me, and then having too many pictures.
You like those BBL girls, huh?
Yeah,
I swear.
Big jeans, big booties.
Fat ass too, respectfully.
And too many pictures.
Too many pictures. Yeah. Yeah, he needs to just have like 9 dope ones, and that is right.
Yeah.
You'll need to have like your whole catalog
Shuffle them,
but-
delete some.
from
archive.
2011.
Switch 'em out. Moving around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
switch 'em out.
No, and I used my Instagram like that for a long time. Where it was like, this is my catalog from 2011. Fuck y'all. I don't care what anybody else thinks. Like this is like, but then it was like, all right, you have to like care about what other people think about your fucking life
No,
now.
you don't.
Well, I had to because I had to become a YouTuber. So like this stupid shit happened. No, there was something. Wait, what was what was the things that you said again? There was something I was going to reply to on that. Oh, the guys following a bunch of women thing.
Oh,
Guys, I really want to talk to the guys about this for a second. And this is something that really pisses me off about some of y'all fucking simps out here. And mostly it's because they disagree with me so much that this is fucking simping. But like y'all, and I like that like a couple of y'all said this because y'all should never take a guy fucking seriously who follows a bunch of fucking girls. Like that is simping in a way. They're giving their energy, their time, their attention to a bitch that's never going to give them anything in return. And that is just, he is just a simp to me. Even if he just follows them, he's a fucking simp. Now, if they're his legitimate friends, I get it. But if it's literally like the fucking bikini girls and like the OnlyFans bitches and stuff, it's like, oh my God, bro. I hate those guys more than y'all. Like, seriously, I fucking hate them way more than y'all do. They drive me so crazy because if they didn't give out so much validation, the world wouldn't be so ass backwards as it is. And it's like, oh, I hate them. There's just so many guys with so much money that are fucking stupid. And I've actually met like quite a few in the last couple of weeks. And the amount of anger that they bring out of me, I can't even believe it. And it's just because like the girls, like one of the girls that I saw this guy doing this to, he literally, like this girl literally does whatever, and he watches Fresh and Fit. What drives me crazy is he watches Fresh and Fit. He like knows all about Fresh and Fit. He knows all about female nature and all this stuff. And his girl's constantly cheating on him. He constantly like just like lives in like his own little world and thinks that if he just provides, like he's not like a cuck and he's not like acting like a fucking beta provider and stuff. And it's like, dude, you are like, you're literally okay with your girl like basically fucking other dudes and stuff. Like, and I keep seeing this all the time, and it all goes back to simping. Like, it's like a guy will be so desperate for pussy, they will fucking do anything sometimes. Give money, give fucking gifts, time. It's so crazy, man. These guys got to stop being desperate for pussy. It's fucking crazy.
Those are the men that get used, though.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
the tricks, yeah, for sure. But it's just like, the problem is there's too much money. So like if there wasn't like that much money out here in the economy, if there wasn't a bunch of 50-plus-year-old dudes that were fucking losers, then it'd be fine. But there's like a lot of them. Like there's like, think about you know, I'm not saying that like you know this because you look like a stripper or anything, but you know, like in the stripper scene in like Dallas, I wasn't trying to like say it like that. I wasn't trying to say it like that at all.
No,
No,
that
that's
was
crazy
going.
because I definitely did used to dance like back in the day, but I would never ever go back.
Yeah.
Like
Well, like so, but like you would know, like there's a lot of guys with a lot of money, and it's just like, how the fuck do some of y'all have this much money, bro?
Their money is their
Like,
personality.
Yeah. Well, that's just sad at that point, you know. Like whenever you have nothing else going for you in life except for that check that you get from your parents' fucking trust fund or something, you know, it's not fucking worth
What did
it.
you call them earlier?
Beta providers.
No, when we were in there and you called, what was the word you said?
What was the word I used, Donnie?
Incel.
Incels. Yeah, incels. Yeah, it's
Voluntary
really
incel,
sad
yeah.
if you're an incel and you have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like that's a super depressing thing. But those are the guys that usually end up going crazy or doing some stupid shit because they're like, why? I have all the money and these women still don't want me. Also, smart guys too. It's better to have an under 80 IQ than it is to have an over 130 IQ as a guy. If you have over 130 IQ, you're so smart. You're like, why aren't these girls giving me attention? Like, why aren't these girls like taking me seriously?
Follow yourself.
Yeah. Whereas like the guys who have like under 80, they're so fucking stupid. They're so easy to relate with. They're so fun and normal. You know, it's like awesome. It's actually the opposite if you're a smart guy.
So stupid.
Yeah. So how much should dinner cost on the first date? Like, how much are y'all going to judge a guy based off of, you know, how much money is being spent on the first date? And we're going to say, like, this is traditional way where he's paying for the dinners fully. Like, it's not y'all are splitting it or anything. We'll start on your side this time.
Dang. Damn. I really do feel like it depends on the date and the girl, but on my first day we spent like $55. So went to a nice restaurant. It was cool. Yeah.
You said we?
Oh
As
no,
in-
we like he did. He said like 55. Yeah.
Yeah, 50. Okay. And like, what about like going to a second? Like, would you prefer a guy always go to a second spot afterwards? Like y'all go eat somewhere and then you go to the bar.
Different places that day.
Yeah. Okay, and so like, but still, max he needs to spend on that day. Say what, like $100?
Yeah, like $100.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I think it depends on the date too. Like you know who you're gonna splurge on, you know who you're gonna like tiptoe into things with and not go too crazy and spend a bunch of money on right away.
Would you say that there's like some guys like maybe he's like super attractive and stuff, but you can tell he really likes you because of how much he's trying to take care of you on that first date?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
for sure.
Um,
Gestures.
put like a number on it though. Like, what do you think? 100, $150? Like, what's a good number for a guy to spend? 100,
Yeah.
100, 150. What about you?
I honestly don't want to put a price on it.
It's hard.
I just feel like if we're eating,
But you would be mad if it was Chili's. That's like the
Okay,
point
okay,
of.
yeah.
See, and that's what I'm saying. This
Chili's,
is kind of just
no.
like saying, $50 isn't enough because, like, and that's how we can kind of range it. Like $50 like the cheap dinners, like Chili's or like those normal shitty spots. And then like
Texas
100 would be like,
oh my god, I had
next
someone
up.
take me to Cracker Barrel.
No
Where our
way.
ancestors
And it
sleep
wasn't
off
your
Was
the
it for-
grandma or grandpa.
Was it for
I just-
breakfast?
That was it was a breakfast date.
Okay, it was breakfast though.
But it's like
All the brunch
No.
places in Dallas. And
yeah,
he took her to Cracker
and that
Barrel.
was like my first like date because I've only been in Dallas for like a year. But that was my first date that somebody took me on, and I was so offended.
I would have been offended too.
And then, like,
what a G.
It was so bad.
Damn.
But I would say for dinner,
Get in, girl. We're going to Cracker Barrel.
I've never gone back. I'll never go back. I'm traumatized.
That place is scary.
I would say like $100. I guess.
$100. Yeah.
It depends if he buying shots too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. I mean,
Yeah.
you might wind up with like a $200.
Well,
tab
well,
of
like we
food
broke down
drinks.
earlier,
One drink minimum.
we're buying more drinks the more she's into you. Yeah. Like we broke down. So guys, here's a little telltale sign. You're gonna spend more money on dates when the girls actually want to smash you usually. So, yeah. It's a good sign, guys. If you spend more money, the more sex you get. Oh, that's
we get
prostitution.
it.
Man, that's like damn near prostitution right there.
Yo,
Yeah.
what?
What? No, actually, I'm gonna bring that up in just a second because that's
yeah,
another question.
I wanna go back to that.
Yeah. But yeah. What? How much should you spend on the first date?
60, 70 is a good starting point. Plus,
She's such a nice girl. She's trying not to be too hard.
just to take me somewhere like raggedy and
Yeah.
spend the bag there. No, take me somewhere,
And
nice.
do y'all all like going to a second spot after the first date?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
somewhere fun, something.
If I like
If, the
If you
date's
like 'em.
going
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. But if the date's not going good, then hell no.
Yeah,
Okay.
You'll find a way out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Someone's calling me.
Nah.
Right?
That's the
I gotta
number
go.
one.
Something came up.
I gotta work in the morning.
yeah.
I'm
The
tired.
excuses are unlimited.
My stomach
I'm feeling a
hurts.
bit sick right now.
I don't feel that good.
It's crazy how quickly y'all can pull it out of your ass too. That's like the craziest
There's
thing.
just a
Like
lot of
Gotta
weird
get
guys
up
out
really
there.
early
Yes.
tomorrow to do nothing.
You know what I think is crazy too, Sergio?
what?
Like I hear y'all talking about the average date, but if you got with the top guy that you literally know you're downright attracted to, bro, you don't give a fuck if he brought you to Waffle House, bro. You could be like, line up that all-star special, I'll take it. Shit, you just want to get home anyway. So I think a
Yeah.
lot of times it doesn't really fucking
Well,
matter.
like say like y'all went on a date with somebody that's really a high value man, like I mean stupid high value. Like you can Google him. He's a basketball player. He's something big. If he was like trying to test y'all, because a lot of the guys that really got money, they got multiple cars or something, they'll pull up in the cheapest car they have. They'll like on the first date, they'll do certain things to see if the woman is a gold digger or not, or like really only with them for certain things, maybe take you to Waffle House, maybe do certain stuff like that. So I agree with you, Donnie. It's just I think there's very few guys that can actually successfully pull it off. I think there are some guys that like can't pull it off. I think it's more about the girl. Like if you could tell the girl's fucking crazy for you, you might troll her just by taking her to Waffle House just to like troll her ass. It's like I know I'm still getting the pussy anyways, even after doing this.
Absolutely, because
it's-
like
I'm just trolling you
for
now.
the average guy, they'll be like, "Man, what the fuck is this?" But the dude that you really want, you'll be like, "Oh, this shit was so cute. He brought me to Waffle House."
Because it's
You know,
really
like-
about time. Like, if you really like that person, it's really about quality
Mhm.
time. Like, we
Mhm.
can go.
You know if you want to be around somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the vibe, Donnie.
I follow you blindly.
And when you're not around them and you want to
It
be
really
with
is
them.
blind.
Blinded for
You're
sure.
blind as hell, isn't
Love
it?
is watching.
I know after doing this show so much now, love is fucking blind as hell for some of y'all. It's crazy.
I guarantee, like, if it was someone that I really like, yeah, we're going to Cracker Barrel. Let's go
Right.
experience it.
Yeah.
But first
That's
date's
different.
crazy.
Yeah. So kind of back to like the like we were joking about the prostitution thing. I would argue a lot of dating today has literally basically boiled down to like prostitution, like something that like happens all the time now in
I
dating.
can see that.
Is like
See
guys that like there's tons of guys that are like, oh, I'll like pay your bill, and they'll like pay some bill that's $400 or $500, and like y'all go on y'all's dates every week or two and have sex, and like he's literally just like a sugar daddy that pays one of your bills, you know. And I've seen this like multiple times now, where there's like, or maybe you don't even have sex with the guy, maybe you just go on dates with him and he pays a bill. Like I've seen all types of shit like this lately, and like, I want to know, do y'all think that, you know, like the line between prostitution and like dating, like has it been completely blurred now? Is there a lot of women that are dating but really they're kind of borderline prostitutes?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh
So
my
like, would you do like
goodness.
the bill thing like that, where like,
Like if he pays a high bill for me, I feel like I have to offer my body.
well, I mean he's your boyfriend. Like y'all go on dates every couple of weeks or every week.
Boyfriend or
I mean,
just
money friend.
I just
Money.
I just can't express
Or
to you how
some
many
guy
girls
I'm
I've kind of
just
talked to
seeing.
recently that have told me about these situations, and they
yeah.
literally like have like a guy, and he might only hit them up for a date once every week or two, or maybe once a month,
There's
and
girls in
like,
relationships
and
that do
he's
that
he's
too.
literally paying like a $300-$400 bill for them, and like the girls smash them and stuff. It's like, girl, you're a prostitute. Like
Yeah.
you're not dating him. Like that's not dating. I don't know. That's just what I think it is. Like, and I've seen this multiple, like it's always the bill paying guys, and like there's tons of guys that like do this thing where there's like, oh, I'll pay this bill for you, and like to me that's like, it's an exchange. It's like prostitution to me at that point. Like if you really care about people, you end up living with them, or like you end up like putting your stuff together. Or if she really cares about you, you don't have to pay one of her bills. Like with my girl, when we first got together, she had her own ass apartment, but I didn't have to pay any of her fucking bills. Like she moved in with me at a certain point, but before that, it's not like I'm gonna help you pay your fucking bills. You're gonna come and fuck me. You're gonna hang out with me because you like me, because you like really, you're down for me. It has nothing to do with me paying your bills. You know.
I mean, I wouldn't want, if it's a relationship, that's, I feel like it's something different, and then more so like a nice gesture, like because you're my girl. But if it's like some guy I'm not really like associated with, I'm not gonna have him pay my bills.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it's
not
like,
something like big like that, sir.
no, you're good.
Yeah. No. Go ahead.
I
What
just
do you
feel
think about it?
Like the whole thing with like posting the money. If a man is like offering it, then yeah. But then again, it's like you're expecting something, and most of the
I
time,
mean, if
Like you're
a guy
asking.
offers a girl, I'll give you $200 to have sex with me. I mean,
No.
she's still a prostitute.
yeah.
That's
So it doesn't matter if
different.
he's offering. It doesn't matter if the guy's offering it or not.
Still.
Like,
I personally
Paying
wouldn't.
for a
I wouldn't,
service.
because it's like you're. I don't know. Like you're just.
I think they're boiling it down to a transaction.
Yeah,
Like, that's
and
what
I don't-
think
I
it
don't
comes
need-
down to.
I don't want a transactional relationship with someone, especially if I'm not interested.
Right.
No.
Especially with my body.
Yeah, no.
That's
Yeah.
not a good transaction.
Yeah.
That's
That's
so.
just-
Any ladies
I
want
watching,
food,
stop
you
doing
want
that
That's
shit.
I
just
feel like the
opening a
city
can of
girls have
worms.
really messed up
The dating pool.
Yeah, it's so bad because that's really what it is. It's like, oh, pop this pussy. If you ain't paying no bills, you ain't got my time. Like, bro, what? You're never gonna find a man if you think like
Go
that.
get
But
a job.
it's gonna go. It's gonna go back though. Like I'm talking to a lot of girls on the show. I see a lot of shit that's going around in the background on YouTube and stuff. It's going back the other way, and the reason why is because women are starting to figure out that y'all's dating, like basically like the whole game's getting learned right now because of the red pill space, because of like all the guys and all these podcast stuff. Women are learning, men are learning, everybody's figuring all the game out. And now that women are starting to figure out, oh, there's these top dudes that are fucking most of us, and like they're fucking running game hard as fuck on us right now. And there's all these girls making that music and shit and saying, you know what, fuck them, we can do the same thing. And a lot of women are starting to realize, fuck, we're not winning that game. Like we're not going to win this if we keep doing this for the next 10, 20 years. Like we're going to lose this in the long run. And I think a lot of women are waking up right now and going, I'm not going to do this shit no more. Like we're losing this in the long run. Like let's stop, because there's and it's not even guys like me teaching women this stuff. It's women talking to other women and saying, yo, you see what these guys are doing? We should start moving like this now because it's not working. You know, it's not even like, I'm telling you, like there's a whole movement going on right now. And it's not even men doing it or anything. It's the women talking to other women and saying, yo, we need to fucking stop getting finessed.
Yeah,
you know?
Hey, that's why that Facebook group was made, right? What was it called?
Yeah, the
Like on
cheating one. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, are we dating the same guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
that
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit's wild.
Yeah, no, it's all waking up right now. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of like shit happening. Let me read those two super chats really quick before I finish this question. $5 from Past the Smoke. Thank you, bro. If he spends over 150, he's a sip, and if he spends less than 100, he's broke. Don't go on another date with him. That's actually a pretty like accurate. I would agree. I would agree really well with that, Past the Smoke, except for one exception. Some guys that are just stupid fucking rich, like let's say like J Waller level and stuff like that, they're gonna just fucking splurge on these.
They're not gonna take you to Cheddar.
Yeah, dude. They're Past the Smoke. Some guys want to give a woman such an experience because it's literally like taking a piss. It's like literally $5 to them or $1 to them if you have so much money that they will like it's all the alpha widowing thing, bro. Some guys when you get up to a certain level, you want to alpha widow them so hard, take them to the best fucking spots, make it to where they can't get this type of experience from no other type of people. And there's a lot of guys that do that type of shit. And I wouldn't even say that those guys are necessarily like beta providers or always simps. Sometimes they're fucking J Waller types and they're doing it just because they fucking can. So like, but yeah, for the most part, bro, for 99% of people or most people, I 1,000% agree with you, bro. I don't think that they should be spending over 150 just because they're probably going to get a girl that like thinks that there's something that they're not, or it's just not worth it. Like those in between those two are perfect. I agree.
And then you're gonna be walking away with just a peck on the cheek.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
for real. You're spending 160, you get a fucking peck on the cheek. Y'all are horrible. What's the next one? $10 from Past the Smoke. Thank you again, man. You shouldn't allow him to pay anything for you if you aren't already into him sleeping with him. If you do, it's prostitution. That's a hard take, and I kind of agree with it, Past the Smoke. I kind of do, man, because it's an unequal exchange of value. And like none of y'all, I mean, not all of y'all have been on my show. Well, Branty's been on multiple times, but some of y'all have heard my talk about how men are the prize. And I think that a guy should be. Oh, she hasn't heard this one yet. We're gonna have to
get into that.
She's like, what the fuck?
We're gonna
We gotta get into that
talk. Yeah, no, but yeah. So since how I believe it, and the woman should be chasing the man. Hell yeah, if he's fucking doing anything, I think it's prostitution because she should be chasing him. But yeah, actually, let me finish up the question, and then we'll do like who's the prize question really quick. I was asking you what was the question that we were on?
About dinner.
Yeah, how much should dinner cost? Or did we already do that one?
We already did that one. It was about
The prostitution.
Oh yeah. The prostitution. Do you think that there's a lot of people doing the prostitution today by doing that, or is that prostitution if somebody's exchanging like a bill for that?
Absolutely. Like I know people that are in relationships that still have sugar daddies.
Like that doesn't even make sense.
Exactly, and I don't get it. But then there's some men that are okay with it because it
Jordans
covers
with
the
me?
expenses.
Yeah.
And they still work.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of guys.
There's a lot of guys that put up with that.
Yeah. Because why? If they can't even afford to take care of their girl, it's like let's let this sim fucking do it.
Which is
and
weird.
if his girl happened to actually be sucking his dick once a month, he's just not gonna think about it, and just act like it's not happening. What about you though? Do you think there's any women that are doing any type of prostitution right now in that way?
Yeah, but I feel like it's because they're also. I know there's like some men that do automatically assume like if I pay a certain amount, I am expecting something at the end of the day, and it's kind of sad. But I feel like people are just kind of living in this world where they just kind of accept whatever.
Yeah, we're in a really weird society right now where we
Yeah.
accept some fucking weird ass shit like that.
We're kind of just like,
every day.
I think we're just kind of defeated.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, now we gotta argue over this because this is my favorite topic.
Oh my
I
goodness.
love arguing.
Men are the prize. Okay. So
I need more water.
we'll just. I'll just ask y'all simply like why is a woman the prize?
I mean, I feel like I heard somewhere before men are naturally chasers.
Hunters. I could see
Or
that. Fishermen. Yeah. Yeah, but like I agree with you, but do you think that whenever you're in a relationship, is the relationship better whenever you're like in the relationship and you're chasing him all the time, or he's chasing you? Because we know there's a dynamic in a relationship, and usually there's one person with more power than the other one.
Right.
Like, which one is the better relationship? When the girl has the more power, or the guy?
Dang.
Right.
Go right
Oh,
You already got the answer.
It really should. We should be holding more power over the other, but
Obviously, the guy needs to
That's
also
right.
be a good leader too.
Yeah,
Like
I was
this
thinking
this
that.
dynamic sucks whenever the guy sucks.
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
there is
That
like
makes
that
sense.
one little dynamic though.
Yeah.
But
I
here.
do want the leader.
So what about you though? Like what is why is a woman the prize?
Honestly, I feel like we can both be the prize because
50-50.
yeah, because you can provide something for me that I don't have, and I could provide something for you that you don't have.
We can be complimentary.
But at the end of the day,
You
men.
took my word, I was gonna
Symbiotic.
At the end of the day,
Symbiotic.
men are supposed to be leaders. They are supposed to provide, protect, and all that other extra stuff that they have taught us in society. But I kind of do think that like 40, 60.
Who's got 60?
The
60,
man.
40, yeah.
The man.
Yeah.
It's because of responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more responsibility.
Because I feel like, sorry, just to
Yeah.
add a little bit razzle dazzle, I feel like a lot of women these days have gone on that I'm independent, I don't need no man.
The
and
hard
it's
era
like
versus the soft era.
me being single, I'm like, I'm tired of paying my own bills. I'm tired of like bringing in new well, I don't be bringing in the furniture, but I'm
Blame
just giving
Beyonce.
examples like we need a man in our lives to help us. Like,
It's like when you always talk about the olden days, because women are complementary to men.
Yeah.
We just are.
in
Yeah.
a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we work perfectly together. Like
Mhm.
like if one person does all the things that are good for them, and like we do. I mean, we like guys are built a certain way. Like our physique, and like women are like we are creators of things. Women are the creators of life. Like y'all can create life. Like you can make a baby. And like that's what after 30, 40 years or something like that, when you look back, people judge you based off of what you created as a
Right.
woman, which is life. And as a man, I'm going to be judged based off of what I create, the things in the world that I make. And so we were both going to be judged at the end of the day, one day, whether it's God or people or whatever the fuck. And it's going to be based off of what we create. And we were both meant to create different things, period. Like that's just as simple as it gets. Wait, did you answer this one already?
Oh
Or,
no, like it was her turn, I think, but
yeah. Or no, yeah, you go. Yeah, go ahead.
That
What
was my answer.
Wait, oh yeah. So yeah.
Okay, repeat the question.
Yeah,
again.
what was
Okay, it got lost and
So,
everything.
do you think men are the prize, or
Yeah.
if you don't, then
Yeah,
why do you think women
Are women the prize? Why are women the prize?
Honestly, I've even had a conversation with the guy I'm dating about this too.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I kind of said that we're kind of both the prize because we both provide different things. Like I feel like, but I also do believe that sometimes the men do get lost in what they have to do, and then it becomes kind of toxic in a sense. Like I know, like growing up, my dad is like a very like alpha male, I guess you could say, very like a provider, would do anything to provide for his family. But I did notice along the lines he wouldn't really be there with his family. He's kind of just like a, oh, here's my credit card. You got okay, like cool.
He's distant though with
yeah,
it.
it's like I kind of.
There's some negativity that can definitely come with it.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of men just get so lost in that I need to provide action that they kind of lose that emotional romanticized side that sometimes the wife needs.
Like that is the problem with masculinity today, is
Some
that
men
people
get
really
jealous,
don't know
too.
how to have balance. Like this is something I talk about all the time, is balance. Like a lot of the guys that I coach and stuff, shit, literally 90% of the time we're talking about balance, because they don't understand that they can have certain emotions, they can have certain things. It just can't take over your life. Like it can't, like there's feminine, there's masculine energy, and sometimes you're going to be a little bit feminine, and it's just about when and where you're doing it, and how you're doing it. Like so, like, and there's nothing wrong with doing it alone. Like I don't like guys cry alone. Like a lot of like I've seen Jaywalk, I've seen huge guys in this manosphere space talk about crying and stuff, and crying at fucking videos of fucking, you know, like when they let the like the kid with cerebral palsy like go play the basketball game and stuff, and like he makes a basket. Like there's certain times where we get emotional too, but nobody's gonna see it. Nobody's ever gonna see any of those sides of us, you know.
I wish
but
you could see it more.
well, I mean, don't get me wrong, and like, well, the reason why though is because it becomes a meme. Look at every time a guy cries and it's on camera, it becomes a meme. Okay, it's if a guy's crying on camera, it's for attention, or it's gonna become a meme. So it's just not worth it. It's really not.
Hey, I got a question, a follow-up question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't have heard
For the last lady that just spoke, and you said that you and your boyfriend had to talk about like, are men or women the prize? How did that conversation end? Did he agree with the fact that you said, oh, were we complimentary or whatnot?
Yeah, he actually did agree with it. He actually made him see a different perspective, actually, because he actually was very high in that. Oh, we need to be providers, all in that. I was just kind of just talking about like my family aspect, and how like at the end of the day, I don't want ever my man to feel like he has the world on his shoulders.
Yeah,
that's literally it.
I got a question about that, and this might be something that Sergio can answer, because I look at these kind of situations as a shit test that women do subconsciously. Like, you ask these certain questions that, honestly, to be real, a lot of guys aren't going to fucking agree with, you know. And does he have the backbone to actually disagree with you? and tell you the reason
yeah,
why
yeah.
and change your outlook on it. Because
Well,
I think ultimately it can possibly sway your thinking a little bit, and that will become a little more attractive towards him.
yeah, and it's also about like knowing like the fact. So like I was going to go in like with so I have like 3 steelmans that I always say for this point because I truly believe men are the prize and like I don't think it's 50-50 or anything. I would say it's maybe closer to like the 60-40 thing. And like but there's a reason why. Like there's a reason why. And we're also gonna say this with the caveat. It's not all guys. It's only men that are good men are going to be the prize, so like that's the thing. Like there's a lot of women that are really, and like I always say this too, like the reason why the dating so fucked up today is there's more good women than there are good men, like, and it's because of finances. There's so many reasons why guys can't be considered good men to y'all today. And so but there's tons of women that are killing it in college, killing all these things. But let me go back to the 3 stomachs real quick. So the first way is like if there's an island and there's 100 women and 100 men, and on the one with 100 women there's one man, the one with 100 men there's one woman, which one is going to repopulate faster? It's going to be the island with 100 women with one man. He's going to be able to, in 10 years, if we come back to that island, there's going to be a huge population.
Yeah.
If we look at the island where there's one woman and 100 men, she's only going to be 10 kids over 10 years. It doesn't. So really, one man can create way more life than women can. Don't get me wrong. Y'all create life. Y'all can literally make a baby out of yourself. Incredible thing. But a guy can make way more lives. The guy who had the most kids ever, what do you think the number was?
Nick Cannon.
No.
Yeah.
This was a guy from like a long time ago, but he had 777 kids. Okay, and then and the woman with the most kids didn't even touch him. She had 69.
Wait, so we might be related to him.
Yeah,
No,
maybe.
that.
Well, a lot of people are related to Genghis Khan because he had a shit ton of kids too. No, this guy was like a huge.
Oh, fuck
ruler.
them kids.
Yeah, but that's just an example of where like guys, are definitely the prize in that one case. And then also look at what's the other one? Oh, what is actually needed in society? Like if we look at masculine and femininity, like women have to be masculine just to survive today. Women have to take on masculine traits to do certain things. Masculinity is a need, a desperate need in society. It's way more valuable on certain scales. So when we look at, that also, men are also the prize in that way also. And then the last thing, we look at who's the gatekeepers of relationship. Who puts the ring on your finger? It's the man. So because of those things, once again, you have to act correct to get the relationship, to get the ring. So men are the prize. Like, and it might not be like 100%, or everything, but it's a majority. Men are the prize. And I think the world is so fucked up today because if I asked, a fucking 1,000 girls across the board, most women would say women are the prize. And I would say 50% would say women are the prize and 50% would say it's equal. And if we can switch back to the mentality where guys are mostly the prize a little bit, I think we would have a better world because we would respect men better. We would respect our fathers better. Like we would really look up to men in a better way. But today, fucking men are made fun of. Look at Homer Simpson. Look at Everybody Loves Raymond. Like, look at TV shows and shit like that. Men are made fun of. We don't we literally make fun of dads and men like crazy in our society. Like, we just think they're fucking buffoons and stupid, and women are fucking smart. And that's why everything's fucked up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to know for that first date, back to that thing. Would y'all ever split the cost on the first date? And what does that mean? Like, what are you gonna do if you have to split the cost with them?
I would not split the costs on the first date.
That's not a date.
What if he asks
It's
for
a
that?
hangout.
Yeah.
What is he? What happens if he asks?
I see how this is gonna go. It's not gonna last.
Yeah.
You're not providing.
So like you would pay and then you just be like, peace.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Or,
going to the bathroom.
I would pay because I don't want to be embarrassed. Like I'm gonna have
That's
to pay,
insane.
but I'm not seeing you again.
So like, would you ask before you even go on the date to make sure he doesn't do some stupid shit like that, or do you just kind of wing it and just hope he doesn't do some stupid shit like that?
I wouldn't ask.
You wouldn't ask, yeah. I was wondering because I don't think a girl's ever asked me like, "Oh, are you gonna pay for it?"
Yeah, that's kind of.
But yeah,
No.
what would you do if he
I
asked to
feel
split
like-
it?
If he asked me on a date, I would expect that you're gonna pay for it. And then if it's like to the point where the bill comes and it's like, so what you got on it? I'm literally gonna go to the bathroom and never see you ever again. I really don't like confrontation. Like I don't want to have to tell someone like, what do you mean you asked me to come here? Like I just would rather just go.
It's the quickest way to not get pussy. Hey, everybody in here right now, like the video on his way in, please. But yeah, what about for you? If you ask to split, what you gonna do?
Not split it because you asked me to go out with you when we're adults.
You should have
That's-
invited her, guys.
That's
Exactly.
just
Don't even
no.
invite her out. That's the rule.
That's not a date.
It's like I go by the whoever asks got to pay rule.
Yeah.
So if you asking me, I'm not even pulling out my wallet. I'm
That's
like,
just a traditional thing. The man should.
yeah.
Yeah. If
Even-
he wants the date.
Yeah.
Guys. Yeah, no, I was about to hit her with it. You can go ahead, Donnie.
Oh, I was just about to ask, like, do y'all believe in gender roles?
Being traditional.
No.
It's
You don't
like
believe in
yes or
gender
no.
roles?
I mean, not. I mean, like the one I just said, yes, but like I'm not gonna sit in the house and cook and clean all day and not leave the house.
Mm.
It's
So
like, I feel like
yeah.
there's
it
like
depends
yes
on
and
what
no
it
too.
is.
So like what so the best question to ask after this is, do y'all, if y'all want a traditional man, are you a traditional woman? Because traditional man pays for dinner. Are you a traditional woman?
I believe I'm a. I mean, yeah, I believe I could be. I could be a traditional woman.
You're sick for that.
I do like being submissive, so
So like you can conditionally be a traditional woman?
not conditional. Like I gotta, step out of my
Yeah.
box a bit, but for the most part, yeah.
Okay.
You're funny.
Oh, this is perfect. No, what about for you? Like, you want a traditional man? Are you a traditional woman?
It just depends. Like she said, I'm not gonna like stay home and cook and clean all day. Like I will definitely do that. But I
Comes
want
down
to.
to-
Has to be for the right guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to be
It's
for the right
conditional,
guy.
guys.
Yeah.
If it's the
It's
right
only
man,
certain
like
guys.
I will. What do you want? I
Yeah.
got you. Like I don't know. I be wanting to do everything. I'm a spoiler too in a relationship. Like I would just buy you stuff and just do little stuff just because. I want
City
to.
boy!
See,
City boy!
I'm
That's
just
the
so
acts of
confused though,
services.
because when I hear stuff like this, it's like, all right, well, you should be married, because like guys love shit like that.
But then it's like certain men. It has to be like.
So you were chasing the wrong type of guy.
There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with spoiling your man.
I've had situations where I've
I agree.
done things for men and then it's like you're not reciprocating, but I don't do it to get reciprocated. It's
Right.
it just comes from the
Natural.
kindness of my
Just a
heart.
part
Oh
of who
shit!
you
So
are.
you out here
Eventually-
simping?
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
She's
Oh
not
my
a
God.
simp.
Oh,
Okay, I
shit.
am a
Something.
simp on like the lowest like down here, but I don't know, like if I like you and I'm doing a lot of stuff and
Niggas is wildin'!
I feel like after over time, if you're not like doing the same thing, then it's gotta like, what we doing? What we doing?
That's when you
Are you considered a Chad chaser? Do you know what that is?
No.
It's a girl that like always chases like the really hot guys that don't want to settle down.
The hot guys that don't want to settle down. Kinda.
Do you know what an alpha widow is?
No.
Alpha widow is a woman that like has experienced like a certain level of guys, and it's hard for them to like go down to like normal men.
He's a brokey.
Because they've like experienced like a certain level of sex, the looks, just lifestyle
I think-
experience.
Yeah, because I've definitely dated a lot of, not a lot, but a few industry people, and then like
It's kind of hard to like date normal people after that.
it's not hard, but it is different. I'll say it's different. I don't want to say it's hard, but
Yeah.
it's just different.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a very, very normal thing today. So
I would prefer a normal guy over an industry guy though, because
Yeah.
they be chasing too many bitches. and
They
I'm
do.
not- to be chasing the bitches that you be chasing too, because
Right.
Yeah, no, I would prefer a normal.
All right, I want to learn y'all's preferences just a second, but let me finish the question with Brenty, or with these two. For you though, what why do you want a traditional guy if you're not a traditional woman?
Because there are some things that I believe in that are traditional values that I think should still stand.
Okay, which
Regardless
ones?
of how shitty the new generation is. Like paying on the first date. I think it's still good to open a woman's car door, open any door for her, not let her carry
Chivalry's
something
not
that's
dead.
heavy, offer to, even if she doesn't need help, just offer it. Like, I mean, just the small gestures. People don't do that anymore, and they still should.
Man, women need to be virgins too today.
I mean, that is not.
Nobody's a
even the
virgin
same-
anymore.
I don't
It's
know,
23.
I'm just saying, like,
Unless
look,
it's born again.
look, like y'all can complain as much as y'all want about guys not being traditional, but I'm gonna complain just as much about women not being traditional as they too, because guys have a preference too. Like we have things that we want that are
Well, then
traditional.
They gotta meet us in the middle.
Can I ask you
Find
something?
that woman.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is a traditional woman to you?
A traditional woman is somebody who is selfless, nurturing, um, can really like work hard. Like, so a big thing today is a lot of people are just lazy. They just don't want to work hard. Um, but really, like respect is everything to a man. Like respect is love to a man. So really, her respecting her man. There's like 3 S's that everybody likes to say, which is just silence, sex, silence, sex, and sandwiches. Like that's what some guys would say. But really, I think respect is up there. Loyalty is up there. Like a lot of women don't understand that loyalty to y'all is not the same as loyalty to us, like at all. Not even close. Y'all really give a fuck about provisioning loyalty, which is a guy's money, attention, energy, attention, and time. And guys give a fuck about sexual loyalty, because sexual loyalty for thousands of years, we couldn't tell if the baby was ours. So we really give a fuck about who's fucking that pussy and making sure that it's just our pussy, because there was no way to tell if that was our baby that popped out or not. Yeah. So we really give a fuck about that pussy being just ours. And that's why these guys don't want you going on girls' trips, don't want your Instagram all fucking out there, don't want you going on girls' nights out. Like that, like there's a reason why guys mate guard and do all those type of things. Just like how there's a reason why a woman would fucking hate it more if a guy's fucking tricking off and spending a bunch of money on fucking hoes and spending, because that's y'all's money to take care of your kids for the next 20, 30 years. Yeah. So y'all really give a fuck about a guy and his energy too. If he works 50, 60 hours a week and he already barely spends enough time with you, you're gonna hate that he's spending that time with some fucking hoe. Like you're gonna hate it. So like y'all, we both give a fuck about 2 completely different things. And like we look at guys all day long. It's attractive a guy that gets a lot of girls. It's not attractive a woman that gets a lot of guys at all. Not even in the slightest. It's the same. Y'all will sit there and take the dude over and over and over again who gets all the bitches. But guys, we will literally just fuck those girls who get all the guys and just fucking not even take them seriously. I mean, look at all the porn stars and stuff that are. I actually watched a documentary on that recently. Like if you look at porn star men, 20 years after their career, and porn star women like 20 years after their career, it's fucking sad. The women are in horrible situations and all the guys are living it up. It's fucking crazy. It shows how big of a deal it is. Go ahead into that super chat really quick, man. $10 past the smoke. Thank you again, man. You cannot believe in gender roles but not want to pay your own way. You can't have both, especially a traditional man, but not being at least mostly traditional is insanity. Conditional femininity. I would just suggest, ladies, that I think a lot of guys do this as like a test to y'all. Like a lot of guys will be like, hey, split the bill. Like say the guy's a millionaire. Like he clearly is a millionaire. Like you can Google him. Like you can clearly know about this guy, and he tells you to split on the first date. I think a big power move, honestly, for y'all would like taking him still seriously after that. Maybe even like if you're really down for him sleeping with him, I don't know if y'all do that, but if you're that type, doing that type of stuff after paying half the bill, because then he's like, damn, this girl's really fucking down for me. I trolled her by asking her to pay half the bill, and she's still stuck with me. And I could have easily paid for it, and she knows that. Like, so I really think that sometimes guys are like playing tricks with y'all, especially these guys, like a lot of, especially the guys that are attractive that like y'all actually would like to go on a date on from a dating app or something like that. If they ask y'all to split the bill, it's because they're trolling you. Like I really don't give a shit about you. I have tons of other fucking bitches. I don't give a fuck like if you're gonna say no to it. Yeah, he has another date for it right after.
Is it just first dates though? Because I've definitely taken men out on dates.
Yeah, you're a simp. We know that.
I know. Oh my god.
I've
taken a guy on a date though. Like that's not simping.
So
why do you call me a simp?
I would just argue that like a real man today, like the real masculine men that really have their shit together would never let it happen. And also that just means that they have their finances together. Like it's just a red flag in multiple categories. And but like I said, could a millionaire do it as a shit test to you? Fucking 1,000% he could. So it could go both ways. But at the same time, I really don't think that it's a good thing if a guy asks you to split the bill. Like y'all are all saying, I agree with y'all. Like, don't take those guys seriously. Like, I wouldn't go on a second date either, honestly. Like, I tell guys all the time, they better pay for that first date or else they're not going to get pussy. Like, that's how it works. Like, that's the game.
I would split it with a millionaire, though, just because I know he's a millionaire.
Exactly.
And I don't want him to think, like, this girl's a gold digger. Like,
yeah, he's playing a mind game with you. If you know he got some money, y'all are dumb for not just splitting the bill with him.
Not the first date, but maybe, like, the second or third.
No, I'm telling you, it's all a mind game. Like, he's literally just playing a mind game with you. Now, if he takes you to some $600 place and he's like, "Hey, split it," you know, it's
Sir,
like,
you know
"Man,
damn
fuck
well I don't got that.
you." Yeah, I know. Like, that's crazy. Like, that would be messed up. I wanted to go back to, you know, like the body count thing, because I know the other girls probably here have like heard a lot of these stats and stuff, but like for you, you know, you haven't been on the show. We'll just go around the table really quick. Do you think body count for men and women are the same?
It is not the same.
Not the same.
No, guys definitely care more about women's body count, and sometimes we do too. But some people say like, as long as you're clean,
As long as you're
all
tested
that-
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care about what came before me because we're
I don't
not
wanna
What
know.
can
going
you do
back to
about
the,
it?
I don't wanna-
the
I don't wanna
past.
break.
We're moving forward, not backwards. So
Yeah.
if you're telling me like, yeah, I had 50 women and then this one girl did this and then that, and this is just gonna make me feel like, well, damn.
But what about your body count? Does that matter for the guy? Should it matter?
Same answer. No.
Should-
It shouldn't
It
matter.
shouldn't
It
matter?
shouldn't matter.
Okay.
Because
But they
it's like
care a
we're here
lot.
now.
Because guys won't want it to matter.
Okay.
But do you think it does?
I think it matters to certain men. I just think everyone's their own person.
Yeah.
Wait, so
It
why
depends
should
on who
it
you
not
are.
though?
Because we're here now. So if you really
Nobody can go back and change
yeah,
it.
you can't change it. So my answer really isn't gonna justify. Like if you want to fuck with me, you're gonna fuck with me. If I tell you I slept with 1,000 men, and we're already like in too deep. I'm just giving an example. But if like I tell you that, are you gonna like? Well, I guess you could judge me because it's like, damn, 1,000 men, like this girl, she for the streets. But like if you didn't know that, you wouldn't know.
Here,
Right.
And you
well,
wouldn't
shout out
care.
to Bill Clinton and Monica.
Oh my
Definitely,
God.
I definitely cared about Monica's body count. He said, yes, you did, Bill
I just
Clinton.
think we should live.
It's nice to see you again, Bill Clinton. It's been a
Bill
while since
Clinton,
you pulled up, bro. It's been a minute. So here's the thing, though. If you if you go to court for something, okay, and you know, like you get up on the judge and he starts reading off everything from your past. You know, he reads off, you know, you had 2 felonies in this year, and stuff. You know, like we're all judged by our past sometimes. Like, and you're right, we can't know the exact past of anything, but everybody's judged for their past. I would say women are more judged for their past, but it's for good reason.
Only
because
God could judge me.
That's what I'm
well,
about to say.
Only
but-
God could judge me.
well, see, here's so like here's the like this is where we get into like this really
My
weird
body
area
count
in the.
is not 1,000. I just
Oh.
want to let y'all know.
No, I had to plug it in for you.
It's not 1,000. That was just a reference.
You were just trolling.
Yes, I was just trolling. I had
But
to
yeah,
throw that
like,
in there.
but guys, so guys have to check the Carfax. Y'all don't. So, and I'll explain to you why. So, a guy's check the Carfax because, say, I'm a successful man, like a truly successful guy. You know, my last name is a big deal to me. Then, okay, 80% of divorce, 70% of divorces are filed by the women. 90% if they're college graduated. Okay, so if I marry somebody. And so I'm giving the ring, you know, there's a high chance that we're going to divorce just statistically. Okay. And there's a lot of incentive for women to want a divorce nowadays, especially in certain states and stuff. So because of all that, it's a huge risk for a man. And then if you worked your whole life to get up to 32, 35, to get up to a certain amount of your savings, or you built a whole kingdom or something, a business or something like that, you have a lot to lose, a shit ton to lose. So we have to mitigate risk as much as physically possible. And the body count is a way to do that. If we look at studies, after 20 bodies, your chance of being happy in a marriage is 17%. 17% after 20 bodies. And a man's not much better. I think it's like 30% for him, but it's still 17% for a woman to be happy in her marriage after 20 bodies. So we definitely give a fuck about body count. And like, and it also goes back to like, the the whole thing I was saying, for 1,000 years, we couldn't tell if the child was ours or not. We're hardwired for it partially. And then we're going to mitigate risk the best we can. I'm not going to sit there and end up with a girl who's going to want to have 1 foot in, 1 foot out because she's had so much experiences in her past. And experience for like trauma for women is not the same as trauma for men. Trauma for women ruins them. Trauma for men build them. Like y'all love a guy who has scars, a guy that's gone through some bullshit, that's made it out like the trenches, that's literally done all the hard stuff and made it out of life. That is the sexiest thing ever. And a guy with 100 bodies, if he got 100 hot girls to want to fuck him, there's something sexy about that, because he had to have something right for him to get all those girls. There's something going on. A woman, though, that gets 100 bodies, a woman, though, that's gone through a lot of trauma, a woman, though, that has a lot of scars, None of that shit is good for y'all. It's absolutely horrible. This is why, like, mate guarding, I just brought that term up. Guys mate guard our girls. We also mate guard our children, our daughters, because if you don't mate guard your daughter at 13, 14, 15 and she gets raped, she will be ruined for the rest. It will make her hypersexual. She'll have personality disorders. All types of shit can come from that one trauma that happened one fucking time. Trauma absolutely destroys women. Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. Trauma can fuck guys up too, but a strong man fights through it and overcomes it. But most women, y'all aren't built for it. Like, you're just not built to sit there and go through trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma. You're not meant to do it. But did I get to you on the body count thing yet? No, yeah. So why like, should body count matter?
No, because I mean, you can't. Nobody can time travel. And
Nobody can time travel. Yeah. Can't take it back.
You can't.
What about you?
I also think no, because that's like I'm asking you to judge your teenage years, stuff like that. Like, you're a different person.
Everything
especially
you do makes you who you are.
Yeah. Just know, like, as long as you're doing for the better for yourself now, and you definitely are, you believe you're a changed person.
Yeah.
Then I'm honestly not going to judge you for it.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So let's say if y'all was managing a company. Let's say people came in with their resume. Let's say you got two people, 25-year-olds, came in and gave you their resume. First 25-year-old A has, let's say, within the past, 7 years, had 8 jobs. Then you got 25-year-old B that comes in within the past 8 years that they couldn't legally work. They only had 2 jobs. Which one do you expect to actually last longer if you were to hire them?
2 jobs.
The 2 jobs.
And why is that?
Because it shows you're consistent and loyal to whatever you apply to.
Yeah.
So
if you have 8 jobs, you don't know what you want to do.
Right.
it's the exact same thing whenever it comes to men and body counts. Like, do I want to wife up the girl that has longevity and shows loyalty to stay with me, or am I going to go with the girl that's been run through constantly?
And it's not always about if the woman there's multiple things that go through a guy's head, because it's like, why are you not the type of girl that you reserved yourself for one? Because that's a lot of y'all's authority, a lot of y'all's power, a lot of what gives y'all value is based off of your sex and you and how many guys you let in sometimes. So if you let it all out, so willy-nilly, so easily, that's one thing. And then also, why did none of those guys want to take you seriously? If you're a valuable woman, if you're fucking amazing, in any way, shape, or form, why wouldn't any of those guys want to fucking lock you fucking down? Whether it's because your pussy was bomb, or you're just bomb, or you fucking cook and clean like a boss, like whatever it is, why couldn't none of those guys want you? So there's if we brought up the reasons, there's probably 20 reasons why guys really give a fuck about body count. And like, don't get me wrong, there is tons of simps out here that will tell y'all all day long, body count doesn't matter. You can sleep around as much as you want. Of course they don't care. They're trying to fuck you. They don't care at all. Like, they're not going to tell you, though, that they're putting you in the sex only category. They're not going to tell you that there's a whole other category over here of wifey women that you're not going to be a part of. They're going to tell you that you're awesome. Yeah, boss babe, while they fuck you. Like they're really good. We're very good at lying. We're not going to ever tell you all the truth because we want to keep getting sex. Like, guys are manipulative as fuck.
Yeah, fellas, never ask a female what her body count is.
Yeah,
never do that. Go off of her actions.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, we will go off of actions, or like what I like to do is I will become best friends with the girl afterwards. Like, after we sleep together, I will sit there and become BFFs with her, fucking tell her about my all sexual escapades. And what do they always do? They're like, oh, I can be open and tell mine. And then as soon as she starts telling me everything, it's like sex only category. And like, she never knew it, man. She totally thought like we were like being BFFs and like she was about to become like a girlfriend or something because we're both hoes or something. It's like, nope, I can be a hoe, but you can't, girl. I'm sorry. That's not how the world works. It's just.
What if she lies about her body count?
Just like men.
So like, no, and that's fine. That's why we don't go based off of the numbers. We go off of their actions. So like, say like she has a 10 body count, but her Instagram, and like, this is why y'all have to be extremely careful because everybody's getting judged like a book. Like, you get judged by the cover. So like, say like you're a girl with a 5 body count, but you have a bunch of bikini pictures on your profile. You go on girls trips all the time. You post about it all the time. You're always on yachts and private jets and stuff. You're always doing stuff, but you swear you only got a 5 body count. And maybe it's true. Maybe it's fucking true. Maybe she got to 2 body count, Maybe it's all true. But people still going to judge you. You're still going to be judged. Just like how if a guy went up to y'all at a club and I had a bunch of baggy ass clothes and I was like looking all goofy and I was like, yo, what's up, girl? Like, can I get your number? And you're going to be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you look goofy as hell. Like, nah, I'm not giving you my number. But then you walk outside and you see that I got a Lamborghini that the Valley just pulled up for me, you know?
That don't mean
Like,
nothing.
I know. But what I'm saying is I got judged as by my cover, though. You know, if I would have dressed differently, if I would have acted differently, could have been a whole different situation. And the same for women. It's all about how you put yourself out there. And like I said, you can be like, I know girls. I seriously know some girls in Dallas that are beautiful fucking women, models, okay? And they will get judged like this. And some of them don't even have that bad of profiles and stuff. But because they work in the industry or because they do certain things, they will still be judged by that. Like you really reap what you sow. If you're in a certain area, if you're doing certain things, if you're around certain stuff, then that's just what you're going to get in your life. You're going to get people that are around that same type of stuff. This is why Christian marriages last the most. This is why they're the happiest statistically. This is why they have the best sex and everything, because the Christian community that's staying together nice and tight, they're fucking all good. They're all over here living life good while everybody else is fucking living in hedonism and hating each other. It's fucking crazy. Scroll up to that super chat, bro. I missed the yellow one. $10. Oh, wait, did I read this one? No, I didn't. Pass the smoke. Men want women who have been responsible, and you sleeping with 30 men is crazy. Also, we want women who our daughters will model after, and loose women is a no-go. That's another reason. So, like, I go back to, like, the thing. Remember, if a valuable guy, don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of losers out here, but the valuable guy, he's going to really give a fuck about the woman that has his kids. Like, really give a fuck about, because you don't want your wife to teach your daughter to be like a harlot, to be out here fucking everybody and stuff. Like, you really want your wife to be a perfect prime example for your kids and be the most nurturing, beautiful, loving woman ever. Like, and that's just usually doesn't come from a lot of trauma. It comes from a woman that's like really, this is why for thousands of years, the dads were helping the daughters hook up. And sometimes it was way older guys with way younger women. It sounds really fucked up, but that's just what made it safe. The safest for the women. $5 from Traditional Modern Talks. Thank you, bro. Let's be honest. Only a few will get the ring. Not everyone will be the Lord of the Rings. That is true. Ladies, if y'all are pissed off about marriage and stuff, y'all need to start looking towards more masculine men, because the masculine men are the ones that are going to change the laws, so then y'all can get married. Because a lot of women can't get married today because the laws are so fucked up. Guys are scared to get married. If we change the laws, then maybe guys will want to get married again. But right now, no guy wants to get fucking married. And the woman who's really down for you, she'll be with you without the ring. She'll have your kids without the ring. I got a kid. Like, trust me, you could definitely get kids and get whatever you want without ever fucking giving a woman the ring who's really down for you. And there's definitely a lot of women out there like that. How many dates does it take before y'all consider? Or wait, did we finish the last question? I don't even remember. Yeah. How many dates does it take before y'all consider it dating? Like you're taking the guy like seriously, I guess.
3.
3? Okay, that's actually not that long. What about you?
I would say the same. 3. I don't know. I've been on some crazy dates, like out the country dates.
Oh
shit! We gotta hear some stories after this. We gotta hear some stories.
She's
after
definitely
this.
alpha widowed, like
no,
crazy.
I don't know. Like, I'm one of those people who I need you to tell me, like, yeah, we're dating. Like, a lot of people these days, they just like go with the flow. I need to know like what it is. Like, it can't be like, oh, we're gonna go on 3 dates, and then like I think he's feeling me. Like,
does the guy need to say it first, or the girl need to say it
I feel like
first?
the guy needs to say it first.
Nah, the girl needs to say it first.
Because
Nah.
what if the girl says it, and then he's like, "What you mean? We just chilling."
Yeah.
Well, then he rejected you.
Guys
Then
are
you
like,
need to
no,
go.
He
Yeah.
needs to establish that time.
I think you just need to go after that.
She like, are we dating now?
Nope.
Unfortunately.
How many dates do you think before it's considered dating?
I don't know if I can like determine that numerically, just because I feel like some dates don't constitute as dates. Like, you get to a point where you're hanging out with somebody at their house, or they're hanging out at your house.
We're
stuff
going
like that.
we're going doing fun stuff instead of like a date. Yeah.
It just depends.
Yeah,
Depends on the
there's
extent
nuance
of-
to it. Yeah. What about you?
Well, first of all, I'm a college student, so the dating pool is not that great, and they don't do real dates. But I would say like 3, or until like someone says, okay, like we're established, like we are dating.
You need to be prepared if you're in college that you're just going to be sleeping around right now. It's either be celibate or just sleep around, because there's no guys your age that are going to take anything seriously.
True.
Like, I'm friends with. I've been like coaching and talking to some of these young cats, and they're not fucking even like, dude. Anybody 25 and under is fucking so lost. Like, sorry to the ladies too of y'all, but like, it's just crazy. Like, it's just I don't know when y'all got y'all's first iPhones, but I swear to God, if you got your first iPhone at like 12, 13, 14, 15, like that's just the worst thing that could have ever happened for your brain. Like literally the worst thing. It's so bad, dude. And like, and it's one thing if parents were good parents and they like restrict their kids and shit, but all it took was like one parent being like, "Oh, my kid's fucking so smart on the iPad," and next thing you know, like every parent's like giving their kids the iPads, and it's like, you fucking idiots, dude. It drives me so crazy. These people today doing this ignorant ass shit.
iPad kids scare me.
Set these two
No, they really
Yeah.
They
$2 from
that's
traditional
scary.
modern talk. Ladies, how's the relationship with your father? That's a good one. Yeah, we'll start with you on this one. How's your relationship with your father?
I have a very good relationship with my father. We're not besties, but we're definitely close, like enough to like joke about certain things or talk about certain things.
Can you talk about sex with him?
Definitely not.
That's what I thought you were talking about when you said that. I figured you're like,
We definitely have no.
Oh,
I have a Nigerian dad.
Okay, I get it.
There we go.
I totally get it now. I know a lot of Nigerians, so I get it. We joke all the time about how crazy the Nigerian parents are in America. What about you?
I don't have a relationship.
Not at all.
Not at all.
No. Did you have a stepdad?
No.
What about you?
I have a very, very good relationship with my dad. I always have.
Good.
I have a good relationship now, but like I said earlier, it wasn't that great in the beginning. Very provider mindset, not enough emotional for me. But now he knows what I want and caters to that.
The balance, man, the balance. But also, don't spoil your daughters, guys.
Why not?
Do spoil them.
Yeah.
Set the bar for
I came
me.
out just fine.
Yeah, no. See, I'm really torn on that. I have a daughter, guys, and she's 3, but it's like it's so hard to like it's very hard in the household to balance like the spoiling versus like the discipline. As a guy, it's very hard because you just want she's your little girl, you just want to give her everything she wants.
Are more
Like,
emotional and you don't want to hurt their feelings.
yeah, no, it's so I could see how like the spoiling happens like really easily, and what's scary is so many things that you can spoil on.
Oh, yeah.
You know how like you can buy your kids like everything, and like what if the kid that's the happiest is the one with the 2 toys? You know what I'm saying? Like it's really weird when you start thinking about like all that type of stuff. But I know that you need variety because that makes them smarter sometimes too. So there's like a little number in the middle of the right amount of toys and distractions they need to make them smarter, but also not make them a spoiled little shit. You know?
Yeah. Just one more question to add on to that.
How many times your daddy whoop your ass and you cry?
Oh my goodness.
Well, every time.
How many times though? Quite a bit.
Yeah.
No. You know,
Never.
what about your mom?
Ooh.
A lot.
I was a bad child. I'm not even gonna lie.
You definitely got spanked a lot.
Not a lot. I didn't get spanked a lot, but when I did, it was like,
You know your parents hate
I'll
you if
do
they
it
hit you
again.
across the face one time.
My mom.
Nah, I never got
laughed
hit
a
in
lot,
my
but
face.
I
That's
hated
crazy.
it when it happened. My dad never did.
Yeah.
The answer is Nigerian. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time,
Discipline
dude.
was a love language.
We've had so many.
like what? I only did it because I love you. Like what do you mean?
We've had so many Nigerians on the show. I want to start keeping track so then like we can have a big Nigerian meetup because like some of the guys, so because two of the recruiters are Nigerian. So it's like we could all have like a really good meetup, and like they recruit nothing but Nigerian women in Dallas. It's crazy.
Yeah, and shout out to all the Nigerians.
There's a lot of
there.
Nigerians.
Yeah. Shout out to Sika and Bassett. Shout out to both of y'all, bro. Thank y'all so much. Let me read this $10 one. Pass the smoke. I gotta run. I got some video recording editing to do. I'll finish the show later, guys. Keep up the good work, and ladies, keep it classy.
Yeah, appreciate you, Pass the Smoke.
Dude, I really appreciate you, Pass the Smoke. Everybody that donates, thank y'all so much. Y'all help out the channel a lot, guys. We're gonna be doing some really good updates just because of y'all soon, so I really appreciate it.
Make sure y'all like the page while you're at it too, please.
Like the video on the way in. I hit it right after you're done. And hit the notification bell, guys, because it got turned off on a lot of people. So please hit the notification bell because a lot of people haven't been getting notifications lately.
Oh yeah, and go add the IG, please. We got to get some more followers on the IG.
Yes, add all the ladies too. Ladies, why ladies? Why is dating so hard in 2023? What is up? Like, what's going on? What's the thing that is pissing you off the most?
It's definitely hookup culture. I feel like everybody's afraid to like kind of lock down and try to search for that person because they think like just the stereotypes and standards that are out here now. Everybody thinks everybody's the same, so they're like afraid to explore or to get serious, thinking that they're gonna be played.
A lot of the single people are like stuck single, like because they like fuck the other single person that's like also like the
So
like serial like the serial
bad.
single, the other serial single person, and the next thing you know, you're like, shit, I thought you were a relationship person. No, I really like to say that like
Get
there's
played.
like these, it's like a big bubble. And in this big bubble, it's the relationship people, the people that stay in relationships, like they're good relationship people, you know,
Mhm.
they just stay in them all the time because
Mhm.
they're just comfortable in it. Those people, like for like guys that I coach, I always tell them when a good relationship girl jumps out of that bubble, she gets taken up real quick. There will be 10 guys that she's already thinking about that are relationship dudes or whatever that are like on the back burner, and she'll start, you know, go on date with number one, go on date with number two, go, you know, and then like by number 3 or 4, he might be the fucking guy. Shit, by maybe 1 or 2, it's like she was already prepared to jump to this dude fucking like beforehand, and like she'll be in another relationship again because she's a relationship girl. She's showing a lot of devotion. Y'all need to remember, love is devotion. And respect for men as well. So like the more respectful you are to men, the more you devote yourself, do those wifey things, even though you're not a wife yet. You know, like if the more you do that shit, the more actually you lock down the guy, because every girl's giving up their pussy. So what makes you different? The more you respect him, the more you have devotion for him. Those are the things that separate y'all from just the other bitches that are giving pussy.
Mhm.
You know. Wait, I totally forgot what I was even. Oh
I
yeah.
forgot the question too.
No, yeah,
What
it
makes
was
dating hard in
yeah.
2023?
Why is dating so hard in 2023? You'd say.
I honestly feel like the music and social media has messed it up
Yeah, the medium.
because we're in our phones literally all day,
Mhm.
and people just see things, and like these podcasts too. There is just like so many different opinions, and everybody's just latching on to what they feel is what they should do. And I feel like everyone should just be themselves. Like
Mhm.
everyone wants to be what they see on the internet. And I really just don't like this whole city girl movement. And then I just hate it so bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they have messed it up for the men, because it's like, oh, if you're not doing this for me, I don't want to talk to you. And so men are like, oh, if you're not giving me no pussy, I don't want to talk to you. Like it's
Mhm.
just
It's caused
really,
a vicious cycle.
yes, it's so bad.
Yeah.
But I know that there are some good men out there. You just gotta find them, or they gotta find you.
Yeah, no, this is something I preach all the time. There's definitely good women and good men out
Yeah.
there. It's a matter of where you, like, I get on the guys all day long about going to the wrong places. Like, y'all are choosing dating apps, you're choosing all these sources where you're going to get nothing but shit women, you know, and then same for the women. Like, y'all have the guys coming to you, but most of the guys coming to you are the shitty guys. And something that a lot of women don't like to hear, but I have to say this all the time, y'all have to chase the guy. The guy that you really want, or the guy that's the relationship guy, you gotta chase him. It sucks, but like when he gets out of a relationship, you gotta be like, damn, he's a relationship guy. I should probably like kind of chase him right now because he's only gonna be out here for a few months before a girl's probably gonna lock him in because he's like that type of guy. Whereas like, or you stay out here in the single world. What's really dangerous is when the girl's like, I've never seen this guy in a relationship for 5 years, but I'm gonna be the one to lock him down. I got that bomb shit.
No, you
I'm
know
gonna lock him
what?
down.
You cannot. I feel like
Yeah, you can't at all.
You can't change a man, and you can't change a woman. They can only change
Change
themselves.
Men are gonna act right for who
Yeah.
they want to act.
Yeah,
right
and
for,
that's why I
that's
tell
it.
guys, don't chase the girls that aren't relationship girls. Like you can clearly tell the girls that are relationship girls because they have a lot of devotion for their men, they have a lot of respect for their men. Like they're trying, they're being pick-me's. You know, like they're really trying to like get picked. But and same for guys too. Like y'all know the guys that are good relationship guys, but sometimes they're too big of simps, and that's such a fucking turnoff if they're like too, like y'all want the 6 foot like 6'2" guy who's also fucking kind of sipping for you, and that's just that's not even an equation. Like that's like E equals X4. You know, it's just like it's not even a fucking equation. It's just not gonna work. You know, and like, but that's what most of y'all want. But you're not gonna get that. You could get the 6'2" guy, but you better catch him as soon as he gets out of a relationship or something. Because all the other 6'2" guys, they getting so much pussy, they ain't gonna take you serious.
Because they're 6'2".
Usually height has a big
And
deal
that's
with
the
it. Honestly,
personality.
like height has a huge deal to do with like the guys that are getting the most sex, because women, if we had 100 girls lined up, a lot of women want the taller guys.
Ever since I moved, okay, please, if you're from Dallas, don't hate me. But all of them, I'm tall, I'm 5'8", but I have not met any, like, if you're fine, you're shorter than me. And I had seen, like, on a previous video, it's like, if I put heels on, I'm gonna be tall. So it's like, damn, if he's like
Wear them anyway.
5'10",
Yeah, how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Yeah, so with heels you're at a
Like, at
solid
least 6 feet,
6'1". Yeah.
depending on what kind of heels.
Yeah. So
So-
you're at 6'1" with most heels.
I feel like I have to wear the kitten heels out here.
Well,
today.
or
Like,
well, like, or you just get the, like, you either get the 6'1", 6'2" dude, or you settle for the guy that's shorter.
No.
You just have to really look.
Yeah, I gotta look hard.
There's a lot of.
Where are we going? Can we go?
Where
are we going?
Do you know what the percentage chance of getting a guy that's is it over over 6 foot? Do you know what the percentage is? It's only like 14% of men.
Wow.
And half of those guys are in relationships.
Yeah, they're all
so it's only
taken.
7% then, and then half of those 7% are probably overweight. So it's really like 3 or 4%. It's like when you start narrowing down the numbers, it gets fucking bad.
So they're like big and big.
Yeah, kind of. What about you? So what's about the 2023 dating scene that's sucks? That's hard.
The way relationships are portrayed on social media, it's almost like it forces you to think you have to be just like that.
For real, it does kind of feel forced, doesn't it? It's like if you don't do this, guys, you're fucking weird.
The whole competing
I hate
with
that
men
shit.
thing, the fact that women think they have to, kind of like what she was saying, like it's like everybody's trying to one up each other instead of being complimentary and meeting in the middle, and I don't know, it's more like a fight than it is an actual good situation.
So this is kind of like y'all are probably gonna hate me for this, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. Based off of just my own experiences, like because I've always dated younger women. I usually find a woman I usually end up dating women before they get really heavily into their career. And it's like, if you can catch a girl before she gets heavily in her career, she'll care about you more than her career. But it's like a lot of women today, though, like y'all get into your career, you get into working 40 hours a week, you get into taking care of yourself fully and all this stuff being fully devoted to that instead of a man, that it makes it to where like any guy you're with after that point, your priority is your work. Your priority is your money. Like your priority is all this over here. And it's like, that's why like I have to coach guys. And when I coach them, I have to teach them to go for younger women because they're not going to have to deal with the mentality of a woman that's more focused on her job than him. And it's like, it's a really shitty, vicious cycle again. But it's like you got to go to work and do the 40 hours a week thing, but you also got to perfectly fall into this feminine woman that is willing to fully submit to any fucking guy that like you really want. Like if he's like, hey babe, I want you to come over right now. You can't be like, I'm tired and I need to go to work tomorrow. It's like, no, I'm going to come over and I'm going to cook for you and I'm going to stay tonight and I'm going to suck your dick in the morning and I'm also going to go to work. Maybe not all that, but like, I'm just saying, sorry, I'm just fighting for my boys out here tonight.
Is that why men say they don't like women to make more money than them?
No, it's not. See, a lot of people like to say is like insecure or anything like that. It's just because of hypergamy. So hypergamy means that women like to date across and up social hierarchies. So like, today, 60% of college graduates are women. Like the major owners the highest earners in major cities are women, or like women make more than men in major cities now. So when we look at everything, women are doing a little bit better than men financially. But y'all like to date across and up. Men are the opposite. We like to date fucking across and down. So because of that, there's less and less men up here. There's less and less men that y'all are okay with. So like if you make $100K a year, statistically it shows that y'all like to be with a guy who makes 52% more. So you would statistically want a guy that makes $152K a year. Now that might not be perfectly for you, but for most women that's what it is. We lined up 100 of them. And so when you look at stuff like that, there's so few guys that y'all want. And like it's not about like making the guy like insecure or anything like that. It's just that you can't tone yourself down when you know you make more than him. You can't like put yourself in a position where he's the leader if he's not fully paying all the rent and stuff like that. There's certain things that, like I always say, guys are emasculated today, and it's not their fault. It's society's fault. It's the 1%ers who devalued the dollar to the point where none of our money's worth anything. And women make a shit ton off of sex, off of y'all's bodies, OnlyFans. Look at all the ways that women are making money today. Y'all are killing it. So because of that, and there's so many simps out here giving their fucking money away and shit, there's a whole little cycle going on right now where the women are making way more money. Y'all want the top guys. There's a bunch of average men, but nobody wants them. One of the big things I talk about on the show also is like y'all can date the blue collar workers, like the guys who are plumbers, HVAC, electricians, construction, any of those guys in those fields. They're amazing men. They make $50K a year probably right now, but when they become journeymen or they start their own business in 5 to 10 years, they're going to be making a killing, like $200,000 a year possibly. So women aren't choosing those guys though, but there's tons of them. I know y'all have talked to a guy that was an electrician, a plumber, something like that, and you're probably like, I don't see myself. It's not a part of my fantasy to be with this, you know? But in reality, those are some of the best guys to fucking do it with. and they're problem solvers too. They're not fucking bunch of like weak ass dudes that only have sales skills or only have skills like finessing people or something. You know, like I think those guys are the best guys to go for personally. Like blue collar workers all day long. For you, what do you think is wrong about dating in 2023?
Kind of to sum it up what everyone said, I call it the followers movement. I feel like it's just like everyone believes, like, say they want to fuck around, when actually they want to be in a relationship, or they believe like, oh, this person's a big baller on Instagram, so I like this person likes big ballers on Instagram, so I have to like big ballers on Instagram. I feel like everything's just a bunch of followers and assuming that everyone wants this when we actually want the complete opposite.
Isn't that funny?
Like, it's everyone wants to, like, I've literally had so many conversations with guys and girls, especially when they participate in hookup culture. They're just like, I'm tired of this. Like, I don't like the streets. And they're still in it.
City boys or city girls lied, huh? They lied.
The city girls at home with their man. They're not even being city girls.
Exactly,
No.
not even city girls. They live there.
That was the funniest thing was when Cardi B made that song, you know, I don't cook, I don't clean, and then Offset fucking like recorded it and literally put it on Instagram. It was like, look, she's cooking and cleaning,
But
guys.
you know what? I feel like as musical artists, when they put that music out, it's their job to
It's
like
their job.
lead
Mm-hmm.
the people, the sheeple, to a whole different direction. Now everybody's fucked up and everybody's like,
It's all marketing.
Yeah.
It's all brilliant marketing. So like I'm very much hated on YouTube right now because I'm like having a war against the red pillars right now, and it's because I bring out y'all are just using marketing. Y'all are just saying certain things to women, getting them to react certain ways, doing certain things because that gets you clicks, which makes you money. It's the more we wake up and realize that the powers that be, the people with money, they fucking make shit. So especially with the internet culture and like how the internet works and stuff, we make money off of bad shit happening or just saying bad shit happens. Shit. Sometimes you just make a clickbait title and it's gonna fucking get clicks because it's just a clickbait. It's not even real.
it's negative.
You know, yeah, and like, negativity makes a lot of money. Toxicity makes a lot of money, and but people are waking up. Even this whole table, you know, like I'm telling y'all, people are waking up to this shit. People are starting to realize this is all finesse. This is all a scam, and the reality is we live in the real world, and
Like, if
real
you
world's way
notice,
different.
They don't like I said, I listen to a lot of 90s like R&B music. They don't sing about that stuff anymore. Like, I was listening to like before I came here, and it's just like love, 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 and now it's like fuck that bitch, fuck that nigga,
Get
pop
the
this
bag.
pussy, get this bag. Like, okay.
Yeah.
That word verbatim.
Oh,
Like,
it all backfired though, and we knew this was gonna happen. I gotta ask. Wait, what? I just had it and I lost it. I can't see what percentage Oh yeah, I wanted to know: are y'all okay with interracial dating?
Interracial dating?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Do I really
Like,
go
are
for
you?
it?
I'm gonna say specifically you. Are you willing to like go with like go out with a white guy or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
If he's the right dude,
Yeah.
even if he proposed, you'd be like, you know what, maybe.
I would prefer to date more in my race and in my culture.
Wait, that's so weird though. Why would you go on a date with a white dude but you won't marry him? That's weird. That means you're just trying to use the white dude for a free meal. You're just trying to use it for a free meal.
No,
That's
I'm just
fucked up.
testing the waters. But yeah, I do want to be able to like relate on that.
Have you ever had
type of
sex with a
level.
white guy before?
No.
Never?
No.
Why not?
I don't. We never got to that point. I
Have you ever had a white guy that you were attracted to, like to where like you would have had sex with him if it would have got to it? Yeah? And it just didn't happen?
Yeah.
Why not?
Because I want to, keep to myself. I don't want to.
Okay. Yeah, you're not
Just
trying
a
to be out there with
one-night
everybody. No,
waste
I'm just
nobody.
curious, vanilla.
Nah, I don't want to waste nobody.
Just a new flavor, what about you?
A new flavor.
How are you? How are you for interracial dating? Like, would you date a white guy?
Oh, why does it have to just be a white guy?
Well, we'll say any of them. I'm just saying why because it's just the easiest example.
Honestly, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, I don't know. If I like you, but I would prefer like my own, because it's just like it's more to it than just the color of your skin. It's like your family and then their background.
It's a culture.
and
Yeah,
then-
yeah,
the
yeah.
culture.
It's
So,
like like we're gonna eat the same foods and shit.
Yeah.
Like yeah. It's way deeper.
they'd be
totally
like,
get that.
let's
Confusing.
collard greens.
Yeah.
It's food, baby.
I don't want to explain why I do a certain thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
that basically.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
Just get me.
No, I totally get it. What about you? Would you date somebody outside the race?
Mhm.
Yeah. Would you get married? You do everything? Yeah. Would you?
I would consider dating and marrying, but if I'm really being honest with myself, I really do want to marry a guy within my culture because there's just so much with Nigerian culture that's
Oh yeah, especially with
Yeah.
Nigerians.
Like,
yeah, I bet y'all's dads
unexplainable.
would fucking kill y'all
Oh,
too
yeah.
if you married a white dude. Literally fucking kill you.
like our culture is really, if you get it, you get it. Like
Yeah.
everything we do, everything we say, even there's so much people don't get.
You can't explain
Yeah.
everything.
Would y'all would y'all be willing to just the three of y'all that said you went? Would y'all be willing to have a black guy, but he's either going to like have side like you're gonna be the wife and he has side bitches, or he's gonna have multiple wives, like he's gonna have the sister wife thing.
No, I
We're
would
gonna do it?
definitely dip. Even if we were dating for some time.
And we're gonna say he's also like a billionaire or some shit, like or not billionaire but a millionaire. He's like big deal. No, still into it?
Why?
Still into it?
Mm,
No.
no, I have to be the
Hell
one and only.
I gotta, I gotta
One
be
that
the
You
only.
talk a
only
little
one.
closer.
Oh, sorry. I gotta be the only one.
You gotta be the only one.
But honestly, I know like some Filipino men be fine. Like I've been seeing some. So I might
That's definitely
consider-
different. I don't think there's ever been a girl come on this show and say
I might
Filipino men.
consider because I like the ones that be like tatted up, like
Oh yeah, I know
they
the ones
gotta
you're
be
talking about.
like cultured, you know, like y'all know what
Do you
I'm
mean
trying
like
to
the
say.
gangster ones?
Yeah,
But to date or
like-
marry.
Dude, there's lots
I
of
would
Vietnamese gangsters in
consider.
Dallas.
I would
Right.
consider.
I know a bunch of Vietnamese gangsters
Yeah.
in Dallas. I'll
'Cause
have to introduce
I
you.
honestly had a Asian
What you
roommate
want?
before, and I fuck with them.
Okay.
That's-
Yeah, no, I like Asian
I
culture
feel
a
like
lot.
they're
Actually,
black on the low.
I dated a Vietnamese girl for years, and
really
like
do.
I really like their culture. Like I
Yeah,
really
their culture
like.
is.
I just liked her family.
yeah.
Like everybody lived in this one house, and we always had food.
Yeah.
Like there was always something to eat. And her mom was always like, "Well, you got this something?" It's just like, yeah, yeah.
There would be
Yeah.
nothing in the fridge, but there's food on that table.
Yeah,
Like,
all the
Where'd
time.
that come from?
All the time. And everybody jokes and makes fun of each other, roast each other all day long, like literally
Sure.
just roasting all day long. It's like, dude, stop. Like I was called Toothpick. That was my nickname. yeah. They called me Toothpick. Yeah.
You're basically family.
Right?
I know.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what was the question again? Shit.
Dang, all of our memories are just bad
Right?
today.
Oh, it was
Interracial.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
interracial. Oh wait, yeah. Oh no, everybody answered it.
Yeah,
Oh no,
what was
but
the other
no,
one?
the next
The
one
ones that
was
said-
Jesus, where are we?
Right?
the next one was something else that had to do with that. No, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Oh no, would you be okay with the cheating? That's what it was. Yeah,
Oh,
you said no.
Yeah, no.
Would you? Well, no. You said that you're willing to date outside, right? So this one's not for you. Would you be okay with them cheating or just
No.
exercising options?
I
Okay,
like
with
me,
cheating.
myself, and I. And
Ladies, if we look at studies of dating apps, black men are the most desired sexually.
And they be
and they can
so
be
like
desired, but just
so
by me.
I-
Just desire me.
Yes.
I just
We
want
can
y'all
desire
to
each other.
I just want y'all to understand, since there's only what is it like 11% of people in America are black, since there's small percentage, plus they're higher desired sexually. I'm just gonna say that if y'all want a black man, y'all should just kind of maybe think about letting him maybe exercise options if he's a valuable guy. Like I'm talking, if y'all, I mean, if you don't want to get married one day, if you don't want to have kids one day,
If you're valuable,
doesn't matter.
Why are you how could you be valuable if you're cheating?
he's not cheating. He's being honest about it. Like I'm like
You're still-
we're
you're
not saying that
still
like he's
cheating.
gonna be
You're
honest about
honestly
it.
You're not-
cheating. It's
Well,
one
you're
plus
supposed
one
to
equals
be-
two.
No.
Faithful.
So cheating is whenever you're literally like lying and you're saying like I'm not sleeping with other women, but then he's sleeping with other women. A guy who's honest from the start and he says, "Look, I'm this type of guy." Like you gotta understand.
Open relationship.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
basically.
Well, it's
Am
called
I allowed to do so?
it's called
Right?
polygyny.
Are we just all outside? at
Okay,
this
well-
point?
I don't want that though. I'm gonna go find
It's cool when
my.
they do
my
it.
It's
Hold
like,
on.
I
babe,
don't want
who are you
open
seeing
either.
this weekend?
So-
Okay, I'm
so-
gonna go see my little man tonight.
No.
So do you think it's the same whenever a woman sleeps with another man and a man sleeps with another woman when they're in a relationship?
No, because like you said, like men are worried about who's going up in that. Men feel like they can just
they
go
bigger
do
than me?
whatever
But
they want.
why is it really different though?
Running
Like do you know
rampant.
why?
I feel like we talked
So
about
like
this
when a
before.
woman so when a woman cheats, she actually is fully checked out. Like she doesn't love
Yeah.
you. Like
Oh,
she
yeah.
doesn't like a woman only wants one. Like if a woman can choose, she wants the best quality she can get. A guy's not the same. A guy wants
I feel
quantity.
Like men,
It's completely
men,
different.
Men just like I had a guy tell me like they just want to explore. It's not like they're like trying to marry the girl, but it's like,
Yeah, it's
I
like
just
it's
want
like taking a
different
piss.
Skittle. Like,
Yeah, no, it's like
I
taking a
had the red
piss.
Skittles. Now I want to try the green one, but I'm always gonna love my red Skittle. Like, no.
See,
That's actually
this what's crazy today is like women today, like y'all can like have all y'all sexual market value and like y'all strategy and stuff like that. But a guy who has a completely different sexual market strategy, it's not even noticed. Like people don't even want to notice that men and women are completely different in this. Like men like a variety, y'all like to have the best quality you can. And I'm saying a millionaire black guy, like a guy who's fucking killing it in life. He's doing everything correctly. He's a fucking perfect father, whatever it is. He does everything perfectly. I don't think that those men, like say he steps out once a year, like and there's some relationships where the girl doesn't want to know about it, and I completely understand that. And I completely understand that. And there's tons of women that accept these type of cases. And like, but then there's also a lot of women that are okay with doing the sister wives thing. Like it's there's tons of women that over the next 5 to 10 years, tons of women are about to be taking this deal because if they want kids. It's going to be one of the few ways that they can get to have kids, possibly.
That is just crazy to me.
But it's not. It's just not the same though, because the guy can still love you and have multiple women. If a woman does it, it's not the same. She doesn't love you.
I just feel like personally, if you were to do that, don't tell me because I'm
you don't want to know
an
about
emotional person. I'm gonna be like, if he's not with me, he's with that bitch.
Yeah,
and it's gonna drive me crazy.
So you can never do like the sister wives thing.
Hell no.
I don't understand
I'm
the
not
whole
sharing my penis
like,
with another woman.
They love me still. I feel like I need more than just love.
Yeah.
Like love is not.
Well, it's about
enough,
energy,
it's about
attention, and time. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're saying this is a guy who he's not working 80 hours a week. Like this is a guy that is such a millionaire, business owner. He works 20 hours a week. Y'all go on vacations all the time. Like we're talking about a perfect life here. And there's tons of guys. Like I said, y'all would never take something like this, but there's a lot of women that are, and they're gonna have families. They're gonna have kids. They're gonna have very successful lives because they do it. And the only reason why I would push for the sister wives thing is because 9 times out of 10, when grape happens in a household, it is because of a stepfather. Whenever it happens, it's because of like a breakup like that. So we can protect kids a lot more if there's not other men in a child's life. Like sometimes it is better, I think, for like it's the same thing. Like basically what's happening is guys already, like a woman already has sister wives. They just all live in different houses and they're paying more bills, and there's a bunch of random men in those houses that could hurt the kids, that have no like incentive to be perfect to those kids because that's not their blood. It's not their genetics. So I honestly I really think that the sister wives thing is good. Now I don't think the cheating is good though. What I think is wrong is guys chasing. So the big issue today is guys are chasing all over the place. Like say like a guy who has the options, or he's a really attractive dude and he sits there and he's DMing girls all day long on Instagram. He has a family, he has a wife, and he's literally DMing girls fucking all day long. He travels for his job or whatever, but the whole time he's traveling, he's literally just trying to fuck bitches all the time. I think that's ignorant. I think that a guy though who just has it like that, like the bitches are just coming to, like maybe he's in LA for a business trip, he goes to a bar that night and the girl just takes him home, or like the girl just ends up sleeping with him because she's just down for him like that, and nobody ever finds out about it. It's no big deal or something. I think that's way different than the guy that's throwing out his money, his attention, and his time all night long trying to get bitches all day.
That's tricky though, because the woman that he has that one night stand with, like, what if she takes it as more than that?
Ooh, so this is a really good point to bring up. This is one of my favorite things I like to talk about. So, what do y'all think if we asked men, I'm going to say this is an actual study that was done. Okay, so they asked men what they asked their wife or their girlfriend after they cheat. What do y'all think men ask after a woman cheats on them? Like, what do they want to know? What's the first thing you think a guy wants to ask?
I know. Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Did you suck his dick?
Yeah, all the dirty stuff, right?
Yeah,
What else?
I feel like men hate that. Like,
yeah. What else?
If the sex was better.
If the sex was better?
Is he bigger than me?
Is he
I was
bigger
gonna
than
say
me?
if it's-
Yeah. Did you give him that crazy monkey sex? Like because we give a fuck about, did you fuck him? And if we look at studies, this is all men care about. The first thing a guy asks is, did you fuck him? What do y'all think women asks whenever a man cheats on a woman? What's the first thing a woman asks?
When a man cheats on a woman,
What does she have that
I just can't believe that
that's
y'all
true.
actually were accurate to the study
love
on the
her?
first one.
yeah,
Yeah.
Do you love her?
is
What?
it emotional?
Yeah, do you love her?
Do you love her more than me?
What does she have that I don't?
It statistically shows, do you love her? We are not the same. And even when they do this test on gay people, on trans people, if you're a born male, you get pissed off about did you fuck him? And if you're a born female, statistically, all women say, do you love her? Even if they're lesbians, it doesn't matter. This shows distinctly that men and women are completely fucking different mentally.
We're emotional.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, no, it's because of your investment. So a woman,
that
y'all
too.
invest yourselves. So you don't want him to run off with that other girl because if he loves her, your investment is gone.
Yeah.
Y'all's whole investment. Whereas
That's
we
what
care
is
about the sex
broken.
because that means that pussy that we worked hard for, that thing that has our kids, we lost that. So that's why we're just completely fucking different when you look at stuff like this. What was your original question too? There was something I was going to note on after that. I can't remember what it was though.
Damn, I forgot to. It's the shots cooked in.
The shots kicked in.
Really?
Yes, they did.
No, but like, I really want to just go to bat for like, especially like really high value black men here though, because I need y'all to understand there's not that many of them, and I don't want y'all. If y'all want to be not ever be married, if y'all want to never have kids, that's fine, totally cool. If like I don't, if some of y'all like y'all can decide that. But if you're the type of girl where you want marriage one day, you want kids one day, please, 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 like say you meet like a really, really badass guy and he might say, you know what, I'm super loyal to you, but I might exercise the option once a year. Just think about it. Don't run away. He might be like a really good fucking guy and he was honest with you. He had the courage to be honest with you. He's not a coward. Most men are cowards today and will fucking lie to you, not tell the truth, like do all types of cowardice shit. Just please give those guys a fucking chance because they're not cowards, okay? Like that's the biggest thing I say, especially if he's trying to take you seriously as well. Like I don't know, and the thing is, especially like with a family, you know how many families are destroyed today because of cheating? Like they will have 3-4 kids, and the guy just one time, fucking does something stupid, and he gets caught. And next thing you know, like don't get me wrong, if this guy's wasting a bunch of money tricking, like if he's doing a lot of stupid shit, like wasting a bunch of time and stuff with the wrong women, so I agree with y'all, it's stupid. But like think about how many marriages and stuff are ruined and families are broken apart over one thing that is, it's like taking a piss for the guy. It is not the same as y'all leaving and falling in love with a whole nother man. It's two completely different things. And it's just like, I just feel like the nuclear family falling apart is the biggest problem today. So one of the ways we fix that is by also, understanding men and women are different. If a woman cheats, I know this sounds fucked up. Yeah, I'm done with the relationship. It's fucking done because I know she loves him more than me. But if a guy cheats, I really hope women stop walking away immediately just because y'all got options, just because the world tells you there's so many other things out here, because he might be an amazing guy. He literally just did something that is naturally a natural thing that we're all driven to do. Like a male has 17 times the testosterone of a woman. You want to know how fucking horny men are? 17 times.
Why?
How'd you?
Because we're hardwired to be like that way. No, go ahead.
But how do you get yourself in that position? Like, why?
And you also need to understand only 10%, in the top 10% of men even have options. Remember, there's tons of simps out here. Millions of guys that will buy you whatever you want, never cheat on you, fucking do shit. Pay for a girl's trip for you and all your homegirls to go on. Like there is tons of these guys. So if you don't want a cheater or you don't want a guy who has options, there's tons of them. I'm just going to tell y'all personally, and from what I've seen and what I've read online and stuff, those guys usually aren't going to make your coochie wet. Like the nerdy guys. The guys that usually make you horny, the guys that usually get you off are usually the guys that get girls, that have the money, that are badasses, that, are high value men. It's not fucking losers, That's the thing. I don't tell women to sit there and downgrade all their stuff all the time, because if you do that, you'll just end up in a sexless marriage. And you know how many people are in sexless marriages today? And it's because the woman, this is why it's such a big deal for women to not have a high body count, because when you experience a lot of really crazy shit, that guy who's 5'8" who makes $70K a year, you're going to want to step out all the time. Like he's never going to make you happy because you're always thinking about your past. Like, what's his name was so dope. I remember going out to eat all the time doing this and stuff. Like we don't, like my girlfriend, perfect example. She hasn't gone on vacations all over the world. Like when we start going on trips together, I'm going to be one of the first people to take her to many places. She's been on a flight like once to Cali and that's it. Like, that feels good as a guy. As a guy, we want to show you the world. We want to show, it's just like Aladdin. Like we want to show somebody the world. We want to be the first one to experience. If I can't have your virginity from sex, I want your virginity from everything else. The restaurants, the fucking Vegas, like all the fun stuff. I want to see the light in your eyes the first time you see all that stuff. That's just how we are. I'll talk really quick also about a cycle thing that like messes up a lot of relationships. So there's a cycle between respect and love, and whenever the woman respects the man will love the woman. This is also with children too. If the kids respect the parents love the children, and it's based off responsibility. The parents have more responsibility, so the kid needs to respect them, and then in return they will love them. And same in a relationship. In a good relationship where the guy's the prize, he gets more responsibility, so he gets more respect, but then at the same time he will love you. So like if women can remember to respect the man, I think that we would fix a lot of the big issues that we have going on today. Really quick, what's y'all sign, ladies?
I'm a Leo.
Oh no,
A July Leo.
I can tell you're a Leo.
How?
I knew it before.
How?
I knew it before. What are you?
I'm a Taurus.
The Taurus? What are you?
Aquarius.
Aquarius?
I'm a Scorpio.
Damn. What am I?
What does that mean?
Don't.
Aquarius.
She just ruined it, man.
You're an
I was
Aquarius.
gonna say
Yeah, I'm an
this.
Aquarius.
When's your birthday?
January
He's a
30th.
January Aquarius, though, not a February Aquarius.
Do y'all know what numerology is? Have y'all like seen people talk about like numerology online? Like,
Yeah.
like where like you like add up your birthday and like it tells like what your life path is gonna be and stupid shit like that.
Mhm.
No,
Do you
it's
believe in that?
no. I just saw a debate between a guy who's like really good at that stuff versus
Mhm.
like another person that was really smart, and it was like really bad. Like it's what's crazy is like some of the things that he was saying, it was convincing me. Like he was like, why does the royal family like have their babies born on a certain day? And it's just like, damn, that's fucking crazy. And like they really do some of that stuff. Like they will like
Oh,
have
yeah.
and it's because
Oh.
like the big thing in like the numerology or like the astrology world, I'm sure y'all have seen this quote before where it's like by JP Morgan. It's like rich people don't use astrology, ultra rich people use astrology or something like that. And it's like millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires use astrology, because like it's not like the normal rich people that use it. It's like when you're super rich, you start using these stupid things because I
You
guess
have
that's
access to
like
them.
that's how you're able to like actually make I don't know. It's a really stupid fucking thing, honestly. I don't fucking believe any of it. Do you think that it's hard to respect a man today? Why?
I feel like, well, in comparisons and stuff like that, like when it comes to being, what is it again? We were just talking about it as far as like body counts and stuff.
Feminine?
No.
Celibate?
No.
Body count. I don't know.
I don't know. I forgot. But just as far as like just comparing like being. I forgot the word. Skip me.
Hypergamy?
I don't even know the answer either.
Do you think it's hard to respect a man today?
Just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
But why though?
See, that's what I'm looking for too.
It's like you can't
It's
put
like
a nail
it's
on
in my
it?
head, but I can't like say it.
It's because they broke.
No, it's like
I have
I
a
feel
reason why I
like
can't
men.
respect
For example, you want flowers, I want flowers too. Like it's that type of thing.
This traditional shit.
I don't know. I just feel like men want to be chased, low key. Like they want.
We are the prize you're supposed to chase.
I mean, we are, but it's like a different type of chase that they want. Like,
so like here's a good example. Do you remember like in junior high or high school? Well, for us, like because we're older. Like
I'm 21.
Yeah, wait.
Forever 21.
Oh yeah.
It's 21.
It's okay, I'm 1 year older than you.
Well, like I'm 32, but like say like I asked the girl to the movies when I was like 13 or 14 years old, okay, and our parents like take us there to go meet up and stuff. For her to just say yes to that, that shows that she's interested in me.
True.
So like in today's world though, girls go on dates like after 18, 19, 20, you will say yes to a date with no intention of anything with that guy.
Exactly.
So used to back in the day, a woman would drop the handkerchief. There's certain things that women would do that was a sign of I'm into you, and then the guy goes and pursues and asks you on the date. None of that is all gone. So because of that, y'all have to chase. If all the women were still doing all the super feminine stuff and like and chaste and shit like that, then yeah, it would work that way where the guy is always chasing once he knows you're interested. But since we're all chasing sex, hedonism, and it's easy to get sex, so then like we do it like all backwards. We get sex first, it's like now y'all like what's so crazy is it fucked the game up for women. Like the women sleeping around a lot fucked it up for all the good women. Like if you're a good woman, you can't get the good guys because the good guys are fucking the hoes who get it on the first night. Like men and women have completely opposite dating styles. So like for me personally, when I coach guys, I tell them if a girl sleeps with them on the first night, sometimes that's the girl that fucking is actually really down for them. That actually has burning, genuine desire for them and is really now. Did she do that for the last 10 guys? Possibly, but it just shows that she actually cares about you a lot. Then you have to discern if she's a hoe or not, and she's done that for every guy or not. Like there's other discernments that you have to go through. But if I teach women what to do, I'm not going to tell y'all to fucking give it up on the first night to every dude that you like a lot. You're going to end up with a 50 body count. You're going to get ran through like crazy. So like y'all have a whole different strategy where you have to like make the guy wait, but not too long. Because you need to make sure that he knows that you have genuine desire for him if he's a valuable guy. Because if he has options, he's not going to deal with no girl. Like I don't deal with no girls that made me wait ever. And I'm not even up there like some of these guys. I'm not even close like some of these guys that are killing it in the game. So those guys, it's hard. No, yeah.
I always do that. I'm so bad.
Oh no, you're totally fine.
I think you're done talking and I'll be like, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm bad. No, you're good.
But I feel like I never know a man's intentions. Like in these type of times with dating, like I never.
Well, you lack discernment, and it's because women fall in love with their ears, and men fall in love with their eyes. Mm-hmm. So if a guy says all the right things, you're gonna fall. Mm-hmm. Like guys have amazing what we call lover boy game, where like we sit there and tell you all the right things, do whatever, and you're gonna sit there and fall so hard while being breadcrumbed so hard, like just breadcrumbed like crazy. Blind. It's just very easy to love bomb a girl and then breadcrumb her, and like that's like the narcissism 101 that most guys are doing today. Yeah. And it's like if you sit there and you let a guy do that shit to you, like you're screwed. Your only value is you holding back like your pussy honestly, and like making them to like work for it. And the thing is, if he's a high value guy, the advice I always like to give is just know if you make him wait 3 or 4 dates, that's fine. But just know that he's going to be messing with other girls. Like, know that he's probably going to be fucking other girls, and you need to be okay with it. Like, completely like, yeah, I know you have other girls, and just whenever we become official, though, I want you to stop that, you know? But you need to, like, and then also you need to make it look like you're not sitting there making him take you out to dinner for no fucking reason. Like, you need to give him jump hugs. Like, you need to act like you have genuine desire for this guy, even though he's not fucking you. You need to make it look like he's going to fuck in the next week or two without actually fucking him. Which means doing just flirty shit. And a lot of girls don't do that shit today. I know you want to be chased and stuff, but the right guy, you kind of got to do like that, all that corny shit for, you know? It's kind of corny, honestly. But you have to do it if you really care about them. Yeah. Now, ladies, for the last question, I just want to know what is something that, you know, resonated with you tonight or that like you liked, so I can repeat it on future shows, you know, because I know it's like something that helps women. And then what did you think about the show?
I think the show was pretty great and something that resonated with me. Just talking about how it is traditionally between guys and girls.
Yeah, we're so different, huh? We're just hella different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got like like what y'all want in tradition and like what we want in tradition. It's just like what's crazy is like what we always bring up is women are conditionally traditional. Like it's all conditional. Whereas guys, it's just like you better always be traditional, boy. You better always open the fucking door. You better always pay for the dinners. You better always do all these things. But women, it's conditional. It's all based off of conditions. Like, does he have enough money? Is he that guy? You know, like all these type of things. Like, did he pay for the dinner fully? It's all conditional. So just keep that in your mind. You know, when you're trying to talk to certain guys, they might not like that you're only being feminine conditionally. Mm-hmm. Like you need to just, I think women should be feminine all the time to the guys that you want, to the guys that you really care about, you know, obviously don't do it for the losers. They're just wasting your time. Simps. Yeah. Or the simps. Yeah. And there's a lot of them. And that's another thing, like discerning between a guy that's a simp and a guy that's like actually a guy that's really cares about you. Because like what I'm scared of is a guy that's super simpy and like chasing really hard or gives out a lot of his money and energy time. It's like, if you're doing this for me, you gotta be doing this for a lot of other bitches too. Yes. That's why. So that's where like just where discernment steps in, and that's fathers used to help with this shit. They used to, you know, like if fathers were helping today, they'd see a guy's Gucci hat and be like, "Daughter, you're not talking to this faggot anymore. This guy's a fucking loser," you know. But like it's just we don't have men helping us anymore. Like there's no brothers, uncles. Why do I do this show, ladies? To help y'all because there's no brothers or uncles or fathers helping a lot of women. It just depends if they have a good father or not. For you, was there anything that resonated with you for the show, and what did you think? Would you come back?
I loved it. I would definitely come back. I like talking about everything we talked about, but I really like the who's the chase, like who's the prize.
Yeah, it's a cool thing to debate that one.
I love it. I think this was fun.
Yeah, no, good.
Yeah.
Thank you. What about you? Thank you so much for coming back in, Brenty.
This was a great show. I can't seem to stay away from the shows. And I think the men-woman prize thing was that was a good little debate.
I'm going to come up with multiple, like I have 3 Steelmans for that argument, and I want to have like 5. I want to be able to convince every girl that comes on the show that men are the prize. But like I said, it's only certain men, ladies. Only certain men. Yeah, we're not going to say all of them.
Not all.
Most of these guys ain't shit. I agree
Not
with
even
y'all.
half.
Yeah, I agree with y'all.
Not even the fart. They can even be the fart.
Yeah. What about you, though?
I kind of like the fact that I think this is like the first time I actually heard your perspective of what a traditional woman is. I feel like a lot when you hear traditional woman, you just think wife, stay at home all the time. Like when you were naming all those things, I was like, oh, okay. Like I think there's like
a stigma.
Yeah, there's a stigma on it for sure.
That's like the hardest thing to like fight against
stigmas.
is that like and like it doesn't help that there's a lot of guys that push a shitty stigma though. My relationship is so fucking like complimentary. Like some people would fucking borderline saying it's equal but it's just so complimentary. Like the amount of devotion, the amount of always working for the other one, the amount of like always trying to really updo the other person. Like that shit is just really essential. And it's very hard to keep consistent. A lot of people fucking get in relationships like that, and they're doing stuff for their spouse, and then something happens, and they're like, I don't want to do that anymore. The consistency fucks up, and next thing you know, like if you're the type of person where 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you're just gonna go and move on, go to the next person. Whereas like relationships are a roller coaster. You're gonna go through that horrible time, and you're gonna go back up to the good time, and you're gonna go back down to the shitty time. Like it's never good. Like it's never perfect. It's always fucking in the middle somewhere, nuance, gray. So like that's the biggest thing that everybody needs to just understand is that like everything that we talk about on this show, it's a lot of advice and it's a lot of stats and stuff. But at the end of the day, nobody's fucking perfect.
Right.
You're like none of y'all are perfect. If y'all find a guy and you're like he hits all these things, but then he's fucking weird about this, so it's like nobody's perfect. Like it's okay. He can have a couple negatives. Like I remember my girl like in the first month we were together, she called me cringe about something and it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. I was like, oh, why did I look cringe in this moment? But it's just like, but yeah, it's just like you gotta accept those things and move on and know that you're gonna like
you have to find the weird that matches your
weird. Yeah. And you're also not perfect either. Like there's certain things that are cringy about her, but I wasn't gonna tell her about it. You know, it's just like, but yeah, that's the biggest thing is accept the 5'8" guy that's blue collar worker, ladies. But yeah, I will thank y'all so much for coming. If y'all want to come back on, y'all already know that most of y'all are welcome. Thank you so much for coming for the new person.
So good.
Yeah, you're part of the club now. And if you ever want to bring a girl, you're more welcome to always bring a girlfriend. I know you're new to Dallas, but if you made any friends here and you want to bring a single girl, even if she's not single, that's fine. But I like the single girls because they need help the most.
Yeah.
I'll just mess with.
I was about to say broader perspective.
I really like having I was supposed to have a girl tonight who's married for like 18 years, but she couldn't come. But I really wanted her to come because sometimes they have a lot of good reasons why it lasted 18 years, and it's like thank you. There's a point that I knew you would say that. You know, I'd love it whenever women come and like reinforce my points because they're actually in successful relationships.
I wonder what she would say about the prize.
Yeah, no, like it's always going to be 50-50 on that one, guys. We're always going to trigger people bringing up that fact. Maybe I'm wrong on it, and guys aren't the prize. And some lady's going to show up to my show one day, and she's going to have like 4 hardcore Stillmans that just show women are the shit, and it's just going to be like, I give it to you, girl. Women are the shit. Like y'all, yeah. But no, thank y'all so much for coming, guys. Donnie, thank you so much, dude. Ladies, I will see y'all hopefully on another time. Chat. I will see y'all on Wednesday. I'll see y'all on Friday. We got a good Friday show this week. But yeah, thank y'all so much, guys. Peace the fuck out.
Bye. Follow all of us.
Yeah, go follow them on Instagram, guys. Like the video.